How are you all doing out there? What is going on today? It is Tuesday. Listen, I know yesterday that I said I would be doing the Epoch villains today, and I gotta tell you guys that when I sat down to make the thumbnail and all that stuff, I was like, I actually don't want to do that. I want to play the Vega Prime account. I'm having fun. I want to have fun. So I know a variety of people are going to be doing it. I think Nick136 is actually streaming that right now. So if that's the content you want to see, you know I love Nick. So go ahead and watch that. But we're going to be progressing through 9.3 today. I want to have fun. I want to again, in the whole spirit of everything. It's like, if I'm an influencer, I want to influence you guys to have fun too. So let's do this. Let's have a good time. What's up, Shabby? How you doing, buddy? TV Cove, what's up, dude? 9.3 already. You're gonna 100% number 4 day one on both accounts. You know, man, we'll see how far we make this today. I don't even have a set time I'm gonna finish today. I don't know. We might go for 2 hours, we might go for 4. I have absolutely no clue. We're just gonna have a good time. Like, it's weird, man. We're gonna do this crazy concept by play a game and have a good time doing it. I know it's wild, but I think it's been going well so far. What is up, Zacharoo? Jamskin, what's up, dude? You are the top shelf stream. You are the stream tier above all. Summoner, could I make that more complicated? What idiot came up with this name? Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, buddy. I think you guys know we've moved to doing like a top shelf for tier above all summoner of the week, and I think Katya is going to be up there all week. Came in pretty strong, man. But thank you very much for the stream, and we'll leave you up there, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wolf, what's up, dude? One thing about the 9.3 boss is you really can do it with anyone, which is awesome. I do recall, you know, I watched obviously Noob's Guide, and I think I used Werewolf for it because of the extra hits, right? I don't have Werewolf on this account, and the one champion that has the extra hits is a champion I just cannot stand playing. I can't get used to their animations and all that. Is North Star. I don't think I'll be ranking it North Star just for that. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there. You know, we'll see what's going on when we get there. Thank you for all the follows. I see the follows coming in too. Just feel down so you come on live and turned up. Dude, hell yeah. Like, that's, you have no idea, dude. You probably just made my month, you know? That's really cool, buddy. Let's have a great time, man. Let's have some fun, dude. Let's do this. Let's have a great time, man. And if at some point you're like, I'm gonna go outside and do some stuff, let me know. Maybe it's not something you can do, but either way, I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, those double hits really. Yeah, silk. Oh, dude, that's right. I do have a silk. So should I also do 9.3? I haven't gotten around to 9.3. Yeah, man, I would. Like, you know, if you've been following along and you've been at a lot of these streams, I know you have. I know your name, bud. And you know, not every account's going to get as lucky on the crystals as this account has been. I'll admit that's been pretty unusual. But as far as like ranking champions up, right? The rewards are in that content. I wouldn't 100% act 8 here. Let's go ahead and look at this. But okay, just real quick, just to kind of see it. Here's my rank 3s, dude. Here's my rank 4s, you know? This is pretty good. Look at these are my rank 2s, right? And I could rank 4, I think, 2 champions right now. If we find ourselves needing to do it, I think I have the catalyst to actually rank 4 2 champions if I wanted to go that route. Or I could rank 3 a couple champions as well too. As I've said, I'm going to let the content I want to tackle dictate what I do there, which is why I want to get through 9.3 as quickly as possible, you know, in an enjoyable pace, of course. And then, yeah, we'll be jumping into 9.4 if I can get it done. I don't know. This account might not be capable of doing it. I saw the posts from Kabam as I was setting this up. This is like there's some class gates and things like that. In general, like as a concept, I'm fine with them. We'll see how far Kabam pushes it and that sort of stuff, and we'll handle that when it's time. But yeah, dude, I think the content, it's actually really fun. It I think it provides a good place to like use these champions. Like, it feels like, oh, we're doing thing here. I don't know. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, I would want to do it since I also want to do 9.4 100% example. I just have, yeah, most I got the roster for. Yeah, and it's just the rewards for Act 9 are going to be, I think, you know, pretty good. I mean, we'll see. I haven't really examined them, to be honest. Top of the morning, Vega. What's up, Bats? How you doing, bud? MCoC Encyclopedia. What's up, buddy? Greetings, dude. Greetings. Ready for number 4 tomorrow? Not yet, man. AC, how you doing, bud? Hilgendorf, what is up, man? Meld, how are you? Ma, what's up, dude? Clutch City, what's up, dude? I wish he checked the YouTube chat still. Me too. God damn it! Why doesn't he ever do it? Ah, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. Yes, but Luke Cage should be R6. You and your Luke Cage, man. You love your Luke Cage. The people that like Luke Cage, they love him. I like him. I like him a lot. I don't know if I love him. I don't know if I love, but I like him. What's up, Canuck? How you doing? So I'm retiring the big boy count, bringing it to red. So retiring the big boy count, bringing it to red. So I know you're. Yeah, I see the emojis. I'm pretty fluent in emoji.
Huge thanks, dude. Vega's too busy.
Let's see what we got here, man. Fusky. What is going on, man? Shoot, I don't know what to do when multiple people have subbed. I got to figure that out because yesterday we ended up with something all the way across the line, and it was not aesthetically pleasing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do these first two. Thank you very much, Fusky. How you doing, man? One of my longest channel memberships on the YouTube side as well. And what was I saying? I was saying something. Fusky, thank you so much, man, for the support. I appreciate it. You know that, buddy. I still can't get past 9.2.6, boss. So I spent a good amount of time in yesterday's stream. Now, it took 5 hours, but we did finally get there, and it did it. I got the boss down pretty well. I tried my best to talk through the fight. I hope that was helpful to you, Air Power, but I get it, man. Like, the game's not easy. I do think that's a good boss, though. I really do. I think that boss felt fair. I felt like I could get better at it. I felt like there was explorable moments where, like, there was moments where, like, when the power gain lane was on, Luke Cage, because I was still landing the lights, was, I think, like, reversing it. That was my sense. And I felt like, oh, cool, if I step up my game a little bit, as far as, like, getting better, I can do better in the fight. So it's like, oh, well, I should stop landing light attacks. I mean, not that this is, like, mind-blowing stuff, but I felt like the fight was really cool. Like, and I mean this actually as a compliment, the fight didn't feel cheap in a game where sometimes I think they go too far into the cheap. And I really liked it. I thought it was a great boss fight. Yeah, I makes me kind of excited to go through and fight Doom again here. And then Karina, right? I think we're fighting Karina, yeah. Back-to-back marathon streams from Vega. Let's see what we can do. I mean, my back can only handle so much. Are you trying to work a real job today? Shh. I had to go to work configuring. I got you, man. It was a 5-hour stream, buddy. I appreciate you showing up whenever you can. Just dropping by quickly, having a stream. Thanks, Canuck. Oh, so I was going to say with Canuck is, I truly don't know what I'm going to do with the 583 account. It's not that I don't hate it or anything. I don't care about it. I think it's fully like my version of a CCP server. So, when the Coliseum boss comes up on Wednesday next week, I'll jump on that account and we'll, test a variety of champions and try to come up with some good, helpful information for everybody. But it's kind of like today. I was literally making the thumbnail for the villains epoch, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to. Not in a, like, I hate it. It's more like I want to progress the Prime account. I want to play it. So here we are.
Huge thanks, dude.
Hype train started. Thank you. And Charles, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much. Resubbing. Yeah. And so I think resub takes over top shelf summoner of the stream. I think that's what that is. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Charles, thank you so much, buddy. Charles Super King. Resub. And I am working on the badges over there. If you guys notice, there's at least a couple new emojis on the Twitch side. YouTube, sorry guys, it is friendlier to streamers on the Twitch side. So I'll try to get some of those newer emojis in. They're made by me, so they don't look nearly as good as the other ones, but I do think they're fun. All right, let's go ahead and do this, man. Enough talking. Let's play the game, and let's get through this. Let's have a good time, dude. All right, so here we are. Oh, and so on the Fire 3, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't want to just leave my alliance because that's a decently skilled for tier 3. I'm pretty good for tier 3, and then obviously it's a pretty blubbery account. And to just have that leave the alliance, I didn't want to do that, particularly because we had three of our longest tenured. in a game where I really enjoy, like we're saying like Fusky, I know Fusky, Charles, man, I know Charles. I saw when Charles won the thing, I recognize his name. Wolf, who's your daddy? Kasama, I know your names. And so we had literally 3 people retire from Upside Alliance, and they're 3 of like my favorite people that make MCoC fun. They're just retiring from the game, and all in different ways. Like I think some of them are still going to play and what have you, but um, and that's the most we've ever had just leave Upside ever. And so we got 2 awesome recruits I'm excited about. We have a long wait list full of awesome recruits. I'm very excited about that too. It was like, I just can't move Prime out. I want to see how this season goes. I have a feeling that by the end of this war season, I'm going to be like, just get me out of here. I don't want to play Prime unless I'm basically literally treating it like the CCP server. And I'm sorry, I don't want to play 583. And I'm just all about trying to play Prime, trying to get Prime into Gladiator Circuit and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens when that's time. What's up? What's up, Damien? Larry, we have a full information on the waitlist and all that stuff. It's on my Discord server. If you meet the requirements, man, I'd be happy to put you on the waitlist. Dude, so Justin, honestly, let's see here. Kabam just keeps, I don't know about you guys, but I have all this AQ resources expire. I don't know why they keep giving me revives. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I have no idea. They just keep sending it to me. I feel like there's been a lot of energy in there too, I think. Because I got a ton of energy from something recently, like a ton. And I do the dailies every day, so maybe they're in there. I've also been a little surprised. And I thought it would start to run out. Where is it? Where even is energy? How do I see my energy, dude? This is annoying. But like, see, like, I mean, there's like full things like expiring. It's really crazy. Use the AQ revives and potions on raids. You're waiting for 100%. Means you aren't waiting for 100%. What? I don't understand. I don't understand MCoC Encyclopedia. How long you stream today? I don't know. It could be 2 hours. It could be 4. We'll see. 9.4 is coming tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. In an hour and 14 minutes, and then at 24 hours. Sorry, I said that in a very confusing way. Forgot to mention, got Sandman to rank 5. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's start playing, man. Charles, you're on a hell of a watch streak, dude. Thank you very much for that. All right, we discovered yesterday that I can play like seated straight up. This is really, really nice. Again, the chord's a little heavy, but I'll get used to it. I'm a strong man. That half a pound chord, I think I can overpower it. Yeah, I was using the team revives. Oh, I understand. Okay. All right. So we got what is this gate? I just have to have like 1, probably. Just 1. Okay. 9.3 and 9.2 felt like a big step up in roster check and in skill. I imagine 9.3 is going to feel that way too. So if we can't do this, we can't do this. Like if I have to go do something else to grow the account, I do think we could do the heroes ordeal today. So when struck, the defender has a 5% chance per scourge to gain an unblockable passive. When struck, the defender has a 5% chance per scourge charge to gain a regeneration passive. Okay. The defender gains 1 scourge charge every 2 seconds. This timer is paused during special attacks. And every time the defender is knocked down by special for level. Okay. Whenever the defender's special attacks are punished by heavy, they okay. Dude, this is sounding rough. These scourge though, dude, I'm not good with them. But it looks like the science, mystic, maybe a cosmic. Okay, science and mystic and cosmic. All right. Fortunately, I have a very powerful roster. All right, let's go. Nefaria Souls, Absent Path. All right, that's good to hear. Vega can handle. Think. You almost got me to say it this time too. Any prediction on unit offer for 9.4? I predict it will be ridiculous. That's my prediction. I predict that only the most blubberies will be getting it. I feel like that's kind of been the route for a while now. I don't remember the last time I picked up an offer after an act. Especially because, I mean, we don't know for sure, but I would imagine they're having some version of Hearts of Fire next month sale. Yeah, Cove. They truly have. Let's go ahead and see how our boy Luke can do here. Okay. There's just too many nodes for me, man. When this happens, it screws decreased by the end of the pause, attackers are eradicated. When the attacker knocks the defender down with a heavy attack. All right, they'll make fun of me, guys. This is hard. This is like truly like I'm like I can't remember all of this. All right, here we go. Absorbing man, dude. He's always too quick for me. All right, we're starting over. We'll warm up. We'll get there. Leader. Yeah, I mean, the chat's pretty clearly saying I should use Nefaria, and with his evade, I could see that working. Oh, dude. Dylan, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. We need a Craig Man version of these nodes. I'm too old to read this much. I kind of feel that way. Like, and I'm not even really necessarily complaining. I'm just more like, I gotta like go in. I gotta make some mistakes. I gotta kind of learn from it. It just feels like so much reading. And yeah, whatever. Obviously, I can read fine. Like, I can think too. It's just a lot. Like, no part of me thought I was going to get rooted right there. I'm sure that's in the notes very clearly. I kind of even remember reading something about that. Like, I thought I was gonna eradicate him there because I knocked him down with a heavy, but obviously I have not understood the nodes. There was the eradicate. And I think we'll get a stun here, yeah. And so we should finish him off. Cool. Comprehension? Yeah. It's dude, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously I've gotten older, but my reading comprehension used to be actually quite good. I think it's a different type of reading comprehension now. It's not even an old person thing. I didn't have noobs and encyclopedias. Those guys are the greatest, dude. Noob and encyclopedia. Encyclopedia, if you're still there, close your ears for a little bit. I don't need that head of yours getting any bigger than it already is. Yeah, those guys are the goats, dude. Like, it's truly impressive. Yeah, I could not agree more, man. I'm just jumping because I'm just grumpy because I'm on Viv and Epoch Gauntlet. Yeah, that would make that. That's been known to make a grown man cry. Who did I use? Oh, Kushala. I think that was one of the fights I finally just broke down and used Kushala instead of Heimdall. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. When the defender's special attacks are punished by a heavy attack and they have 10 or more. Yeah, I must have just not done it right the first time. As returned by flung, how do I acquire She-Hulk, or is it simply 20k units? Oh, Deathless She-Hulk? Yeah, dude. So that was a that was kind of like a fun run. It's very similar to what they're doing with the Stellar Forge this year. And in my recollection is it actually was a good time. Man, am I lucky she didn't throw it a special. All right, dude. Come on, you proved your point. And yeah, I think it's just purely units to get those champions. You know, they're really fun, dude. Deathless Thanos is obviously arguably the best champion in the game, especially for like competitive modes. But I don't know if you need them. If it's just a pure want. If there's like a certain fight that you're hoping to use them for or something like that, let us know. Maybe we can help you out. I don't know how I'm going to punish her special attacks with a heavy. Maybe her SB1? Come on. There it is. But she is healing like a healer. Alright. We're doing okay so far. I love the Bastion shout out. I'm gonna read why. Why are we shouting out Bastion? No, why, dude? I don't like these. Oh, it's when they reach multiples of 5, right? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I gotta like go in and kind of experience it, and then ask why, and then remember. And that won't do anything to her until she's at. This is good. It'll give us a little healing. I think I do need to go in and remind myself, why are they healing so much? It probably has to do with the Scourge. Alright, let's get her to a bar of power. Nope, of course not. We're going to get this instead. But there we go. Are we still... You guys know, MCoC Encyclopedia is right there on the other side. That guy's going to get so egotistical. Alright. Alright, little healing. Still not there. These Scourge take forever to build up, too. Shoot, I just gotta throw it to get out of there. She's unblockable. I see why you guys are saying just maybe just use Nefaria. We might resort to that now. Because it is feeling like a bit much. Wouldn't be upset though to pick up the soul on off of Angela here. All right. Get out of the route. We're almost done. There we go. Cool. Have a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, you too, YouTuber. Thanks a lot for stopping by, buddy. I gotta ask you. I love the consistency and loyalty to the name YouTube user. However, it is bringing up a bit of tension for me as the reader because I fully expect you to be Twitch user on the Twitch side. If you're willing to explain a little bit about your thought process on that one, why you stuck with YouTube user as opposed to Twitch user, I'd really like to know. I'm serious. Like I saw you the other day or the last few days, and I was like, shouldn't he be Twitch user now? Like it's again the way my brain works, man. 1010 Vega should be Basher. So if I had gone to the last Battle Room Brawl, I was actually going to cosplay as Bastion. I had started trying to contact like the makeup artists and stuff. Yeah, we were going to have a lot of fun. If a YouTube user wasn't called YouTube user, would they still smell as sweet? I don't know. That implies the sweetness of smelling there, which I did not read into the YouTube user name. But now that I am going to, I think I am understanding what you are inferring and implying, in which case, yes. I think the answer is yes. Because the sweetness of the smell does not come from the name at all. But I like what you wrote. It is funny. What's up, Leo? How you doing, bud? Maybe each guy likes to be consistent. Also, that, like I said, I admire consistency. Consistency and loyalty are two admirable traits. Thank you for the good luck message. Looks like it was Phantom. And yeah, Nefaria is the way, dude. You guys were right. I feel like in the interest of staying true to my core brand, gotcha. The YouTube user moniker. Love it, dude. Thank you very much for answering. I appreciate you playing along and actually answering the questions, knowing I'm not trying to make fun of you. I genuinely just wanted to know. Thank you very much, dude. We're going to rock down to Electric Avenue. What is up, Shilling? How are you, man? As always, I would like to remind Vega that I have no ego, just another reason why I'm perfect. I love you, man. So who else is actually doing Epoch right now? Or Epic, I guess it's called. I like saying Epoch. And then just ready to tap Ares dead as soon as 11 o'clock or the timer strikes tomorrow. Encyclopedia, you're even getting kind messages in the chat now. We're never going to be able to get that guy a hat. You might as well just give all your hats to Maddie now. That was a dangerous time for me to look up. Cypher parking at Ares for tomorrow. Going to complete it live. Okay, I gotta focus. Just one misplay and Cole will destroy me. Going to complete it. The minute is live. Sweet R5 and start on 9.4. I did like. That sounds so cool, man. And if I was there on this account, I would be doing the exact same thing. I appreciate you all. 1, for being lovely, and 2, for coming to Vegas stream. Oh, I love the love fest that's going on here, man. I'm in full support of this. Thank you again for the follows, guys. I see more and more follows coming in, which is always appreciated. Zachary, you're parked at Ares with 3 charges. Has anyone accidentally knocked him over? I'm starting to see a lot of reports of people accidentally actually finishing off Ares. and like asking support to like back them out and stuff. And I don't think support will do that. That's my general understanding. Should follow the principle. Keep it simple. The kiss one, yeah. Keep it simple, stupid. There's like a corollary, I think is the term for the KISS principle. I can't think what it is right now. And it's bothering me. It's like failure to plan is failure to succeed or something like that, which I guess is not exactly the same. I'm terrified. I left him at 8 charges. Yeah, if I actually, let's see, I don't have a set time when I'm ending the stream. I just kind of want to see how my day goes, what kind of comes up there on the phone. For those who didn't catch it stream, I worked this weekend, so I usually take a day or two off after I do work on the weekends. And so it's just very flexible on what happens. There is a chance that, like, you know, if we do a little bit of this and then something comes up and I gotta go or eat, I'll come back later and we'll do the villains run. Failure to prepare is prepare to fail. Thank you. I knew I wasn't saying it right. That's exactly what it is. Thank you. I actually learned that in college. Can't believe I took till I got to college to learn that, but I did, from a buddy of mine. Still one of my best friends in the world. He's actually an outrageously successful lawyer. Good dude. You guys have heard me mention him quite a few times. Small, what's up, dude? First tech gonna be the duck. Oh, hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Okay. Gonna be R5 number 3. So who are y'all? There's R5s. I used my weights to get my first R5. Had to give it to Wolf. That's a great pick, man. Should we still go? Yeah, Nefari is still for this. Nefari is immortal on this lane. He just is like... he was one of those champions that I remember I was like, are you guys sure? Like, okay. I think the fact that he doesn't often nuke anything is why I think, you know, it works. Yeah, 10 charges, 8 charges. Looks like everyone's got like a good plan. That was aggressive. He moves pretty quick for a big man. I'll mess up that dex. Alright. Oops is the sound we emit when we are about to improve. When we improve, if never mind. Yeah, dude, that's been like that the essentially what the truth there that you're sharing that statement has been like one of the tenets of my parenting style. Is just trying to help my kids understand that, like, dude, try stuff, you make a mistake, you learn from it, you move on. Like, the idea isn't to like be so scared of mistakes that you don't try stuff, you know what I mean? Also, I like every master started out as a disaster. That's a good one. There's a lot of versions of that. Like, the one I'm used to is more of like the tallest of trees once started out as a sapling, or the tallest of trees once started off as like a seedling or something like that. I like that one a lot too. Nefari's my first such a workhorse for my account. I really like the sustainable champs. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, I used to talk about how one of the reasons why I loved this account was the perspective it gave me in ranking champions, right? Because like on the pay to win account, dude, you just like blitzing through. I just want to get through as quickly as possible, you know, and often you don't learn this or that or whatever. And like, that is a way to play the game. And I think it's probably a way to play the game that Kabam really likes, you know? But there is this other, I think, deeper way of playing the game. And these like non-nuke champions that have extra like utility or can sustain, to your point, the value of them just increases exponentially. The final hit of the defender special attacks inflicts an imminent death that knocks out. Well, that's not very nice. Okay. I mean, this feels like the boss I should attack given my team, so let's go ahead and go with it. Right now, I have an R5 Serpent and Brent. Dude, those are good ones. You get a science channel, we'll go to Nefaria. I mean, Kabam would have to throw some crazy stuff at us for Serpent, Britain, and Nefaria not to be relevant, right? Those are good ones. This is kind of showing me that it's time to... I'm not sure if I should do the rank 4s or continue to build rank 3s. And it's moments like this where I'm like, I think I need to kind of broaden my roster. Like, it feels like it'd be very easy. In fact, if Joel Gaming hadn't showed up to the stream yesterday, I'm not sure we would have got through that science lane. He showed up and let me know about a synergy that made it so my team could take it. Because we were struggling. Like, in the chat was being helpful, and we were really trying to figure it out. The final hit of the defense the attacker. 7 seconds. Okay, distract. He's immune to stun. All right, let's go, Luke. When you can Luke, you try to Luke. Serpent, Silk, and Kushala. Again, very similar in the, like, those are great because they are. But also, what I'm trying to do, because I'm starting to think of through, like, rank 5s or even just rank 4s for this account, right? And a lot of it for me is like, who do I feel is not future-proof per se, but that I'll have options for, you know, no matter what Kabam throws at us, sort of thing. This could be a bit of a problem. I didn't think this through very well, but I guess we can rely from the Fury. And then we'll get his power as high as we can. Just wait out the unblockable, or go for the intercept. Gotta love it when you say one thing, but your body's like, no, we're gonna do something different today. We're doing something different today, boss. Now, wondering if we don't need to worry about the protection coming back if we're good. I think we are, in fact. Which is really, really, really nice. I tried something. That was dumb. Why did I try something? I had this fight won. I'm an idiot. But you guys already knew that. I'm not sure you saw this. I probably didn't. Was busy trying to send a ticket to Kabam. Are you doing 9.4 tomorrow or new Karina? I don't know, man. Will you guys actually tell me what you would enjoy seeing? Because I do plan to stream tomorrow. I had set aside a good chunk of time to stream tomorrow. I think I would enjoy if you all want to see it, I'll enjoy it. Because again, if I was just alone in my living room playing the game, I would play this account tomorrow. Which means it would probably realistically still be 9.3. So let me know what you would enjoy seeing, and we can try that. I think is how that's gonna work. And if I have time today, I'll come back and try to do the villains challenge. Again, enjoyment wise, I'm just not that motivated to do it. It'd be like, again, that's why the best analogy I can think of is like the CCP server. It'd be like logging into the CCP server to do it. Getting Gauntlet out of the way first. Yeah. That's probably smart too. And then I can work on 9.4. I want to see too. I don't know if this account's going to be able to handle it. I probably have the revives and all that stuff, but I care about this account. Like, I don't know if you guys know. You guys probably don't know this because I didn't say it anywhere. In fact, it happened last night. This account is actually now the leader of my alliance. In order to hold on, sorry, I made it the leader because I'm going to be significantly more active on it. So if something needs to be done, I want to be able to see it from this account. But it'll be, you know, participating in war and everything. So I really do want and need to grow it. Oh, you know, I'm going to get this fight down. I've been reading the chat, and that has not been working out. Should just get this over. Nope, we're dead. Yeah. Bonjour. Have a great weekend. Hey, have a great one, bud. Get this done. There was a debuff right on this lane. Yeah, it's like diss track, I think. So we got to just get this done. Oh, he's stunning me. Throw it, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. There we go. All right. This should be it. Nope. There we go. Finally. I need to see if I get that shiny maestro waking or not. Does anyone know about that? I honestly don't know, man. Like all that ascension stuff, like once you get past like a very basic level, I really don't understand it. Not from lack of trying, more just like I think it's very complex, let's call it. And so like I think you get the champion, and then if you already had a copy, I would think that gives you them awakened. But I don't know if I've had enough experience with those sorts of things to know for sure. So I don't know. That would be a cool rank up because we're gonna have him at rank 5 ascended too. He's a good champion in a lot of immunities. You get to experience stuff. You know, Phantom, I'm sorry, buddy. You probably were saying something. I forgot what I was saying. I know this is a while ago. I had to focus on the fight a little bit. So if you want me to respond to it, let me know. I'm gonna try it again. Hey, what do you think would be less costly with Villain Epoch or Arm Percent 9.4? It depends on your team, dude, of course, right? Like, I was just having a monster run. We were having a great time. And then I got to the final stage with Ares, and he just kicked my butt. Like, I probably used, I don't know, 15, 20 revives, I would think. I mean, I wasn't healing up and stuff and whatever, but yeah. But if you've got the roster for it, You know, they're and the skills, of course, too. And you're playing well that day. They could probably be saying the reason why I can't give like a really firm answer too. On top of those reasons, is we don't know what 9.4 is. I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty good sized roster check because of you mean it's the end of an act. Like they've been building this whole Chrono Serpent and Karina and all that for a long time. So and it's also coinciding with like rank fives and all that. So I would think they're gonna make it pretty tough, but I don't know. We'll have to find out. Time don't need Awaken to clear the new challenge. Also just pulled in from tight. Dude, hell yeah, Chris Picado. Congratulations. What's funny is I get that question a lot. And I'm always my default's just always no, but I want to check just to confirm because I was running around with the Sig 200. Heimdall gains immunity to Fate Seal, so no, that didn't play a role at all. Once per fight, when Heimdall would be knocked out, he gains an indestructible buff. So there were fights. If you saw my video, there were definitely fights. I can't remember which ones where if I did not have it awakened and at high sig, he would not have soloed it. One revive. And you've got it. Or if you ramp your Heimdall up, the second bullet point probably never even gets a chance to come into play. So, like as of right now, I don't. I'm currently trying to decide if I'm going to start hoarding my Titans or if I'm going to continue to open to try to get them awakened. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do on this account yet. But I think for all the reasons I would be using him that I know of right now, he doesn't need to be awakened at all. 9.4 is required for Elder, so I'm doing that first, then finishing the challenges. That makes sense. Yeah, if you've already got like the rank 3s, because that's the 2 requirements, right? The rank 3 or the rank 5s and finish 9.4, I believe, which feels pretty fair to me. And it feels like Kabam's given a variety of ways to get rank 5 that aren't all just like massive spending. Like, I don't know. Give me your guys' thoughts on it, but it feels really like fair, good, healthy, all the various terms. And for every 2.2 seconds, the attacker is close to the defender, the attacker gains a placebo. A favorite time. When the attacker triggers a buff, it is immediately nullified and the defender gains a regeneration buff.
Thanks, dude.
Straight Rain, dude, huge thank you very much for the subscribe. I really appreciate that, bud. Let us know if you have a question or anything like that. And you guys know the follows, everything. I see a lot of the follows coming through too. Thank you, everyone. Oh, when the attacker triggers a buff, it is immediately nullified and the defender gains a regeneration buff. The defender's special attacks are passive and blockable. It's not affected by ability accuracy. Oh, cool. So we actually don't want buff immune. So is this a heal block lane? Is this what this is? It's tech, so yeah, I guess it is. Okay, that seems fine. I think we'll be fine. I don't really have heal block champions rated highly at all. So that's going to actually be a problem. And it's got Lionheart on it. Whenever the defender's healing abilities would be reduced or reversed by a debuff, they aren't reversed. I don't have heal block champions ranked. Okay. Might be time to rank one, huh? I think that's usually the answer to that. When the defender blocks auto blocks attack, the defender's immune. Start of the fight. Okay. I wonder if this is it's a legacy Heimdall. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see what we can do here, huh? This might be the lane that finally causes me to rank one of these guys up, which is good. It needs to start happening, so it's fine. You're a huge help to the community. Are there new drops after the April 4th drops? Yeah, there are, man. So and again, just letting you know that's how I am, but is yeah, so they are resetting the drops weekly. They're for the most part happening on Fridays. They reset. And the reason why you're seeing like some of the CCP members write like CCP drops and you're seeing me write like not CCP drops is there are very special drops or exclusive or whatever term you want to use that are only for CCP. Like if you only can get them via the CCP members. And you're gonna want those, dude. There's observance in them, or a new currency called observance, and you can use that to get like the buffed Thor Ragnarok. And so like we don't know how good he's gonna be, but dude, free 7-star champion's pretty cool. So if you go and you're now going to watch the CCP, dude, totally get it. Go get your stuff, man. I want you to get your things, and then come back. Or if some people, if they have the bandwidth to it, or they're on their computer or something like that, they've pulled up 2 browsers and they mute the CCP and they watch here. Either way, I just want to make sure you know that you do want to go and get those hours in with the CCP folks because you can't get them here, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I wonder if Nimrod, they didn't, I don't think it said anything about removing the heal. Okay. And then, it's the old Heimdall, so Nico should just obliterate him. I have a feeling we're going to be doing some rank ups today, which is good. It needs to happen. Kind of unfair on some CC members if they want to grow their Twitch channel but feel conflicted about it costing non-CC content creators. Yeah, I think it's a really I talked about it at length in a video I did, and then yesterday we had quite a few conversations on it. I'm happy to talk about it, like if you guys have questions, something like that. My simple thoughts are just like the extent to which they're doing it, it's a really bad idea. I think it places CCP in some really awkward spots and some negative, potentially very negative spots if they're not just solely focused on earning money now. Which I get, a lot of people are, and I can't blame them for that. I also think it's really overall bad for the game if they're trying to create true, lasting, long-term players. It was brought up by many viewers that they probably isn't the goal. The goal is to have inflated numbers on Twitch to satisfy some sort of like business requirement, or maybe it looks good in the gaming community or something like that. One of those like, well, everyone else is doing it. We all know that a lot of the viewers aren't real and they're not paying attention, but hey, it's good for business sort of things. I ultimately think those things backfire very, very bad. I've seen those sort of anytime anything's inflated with like false or fake like principles, let's call it. It almost always pops, creates bubbles that pop, and it's really, really bad. But I've provided my feedback, and maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll work out really well. When the attacker, okay, so let's go ahead and do this, man. Yeah, I think we just want a heal block. All right, let's go. At least Kabam is proceeding to do this with both sides open. They've been told. Oh, yeah. This is very much the sort of thing that used to, let's call like animosity towards me in the CCP server. Like, again, we talked about it yesterday. But, yeah, I think we just don't have the damage to get this done. Is her heal block normally this short? This feels wild. Oh, it's because of Rogue, isn't it? And what she does to debuffs. So This is a bad idea. Shoot, guys, I don't know what to do here. Oh, dude, Fusky. Oh my god. Okay, Fusky, yeah, you've moved up to the top, man. That's 2 subs today. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for that support. I'll finish that thought I was on, and then I'm gonna have to figure this out. Is if I had been the CCP, and there's been a lot of examples of this, I just can't really share them. Where when I knew about this, I'd be like, listen, I think what you're doing is unfair competitively. I think it's completely unnecessary. I think it's going to be actively bad for the game. I think the viewers who are paying attention will know exactly what you're doing and will create animosity where there's like, you don't need to create it at all. You could create the same benefits by large Twitch viewership via just having drops. It's worked. And so kind of creating this extra special class is what you're going to do is create no extra inflated views, but you are going to create potentially some animosity towards your CCP. Being in the CCP and actually caring about a few of the CCP members, I don't want that animosity personally, and I don't want it towards my mates here. So if you go through with this, I am going to be forced to be forthright with my viewers and tell them I am choosing not to do this because I think it is a bad look for the game. It's bad for the CCP, and I think it's bad for the YouTubers who are trying to get into the CCP, which then furthers the negative attitude towards Kabam. So I don't know why you guys would do this. They would then say, why are you threatening us? And I'd be like, I am not threatening you. And they'd be like, stop threatening us. And I'd be like, I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you what I'm going to need to do to be transparent with my viewers. And it's based on what you're doing. I'm literally trying to help you by telling you what I will need to do if you do this. That's not a threat. I'm trying to inform you and show you how bad your decision is. But here we are. We're here instead. Red Skull is a longer heal block. Prime has a lot of good champ. Yeah, old man. Hey, what's up, old man? Yeah, it really does. And it is probably time for me, because like I could do some of those Karina's challenges now. So it's time for me to start branching out. Here, in fact, actually, I just remembered. I actually have one more 7-star to open. So let's go ahead and open it. On the off shot, like something wild happens, right? I mean, as you guys know, we would love Serpent. Getting like one of those heal block champions awakened would help push them into, you know, hey, okay, that's the one I'm going to rank up. I mean, I got to be very careful here. Like, I can't start going hog wild. I do need a heal block champion right now. I think that feels pretty obvious because I can't think of another way around that lane. But we could rank one up. I just, yeah, I just got to figure out who it's going to be. I keep seeing Serpent. They're doing a good job of teasing me with Serpent here. Why is he in the... Dude, I don't... Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, he says to himself. The fact that someone was like, yeah, you know who'd be a quality 7-star pool? We should bring him into the Crystal. Red Hulk. It was like, do you play the game? Because apparently not. All right. You can. They so hard show us. Who? Crouch? Let me know. I'm sorry, but you're probably responding to something I said. I don't know. Snoop the Fool just subscribed. Thank you so much, Snoop. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, it's from Fusky's Gifted. That's awesome. Barrow Man. Hey, what's up, Barrow? That's Barrow? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? I appreciate the video share this weekend. Thank you. The challenges? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna show them to you live, but like, I assume you mean like the champions for it? Like, I mean, Kushala can take a ton of fights on her own for the heroes challenges. And then, Purgatory is going to be huge for the villain Abyss. Carolina Dean's going to be great for Viridium, Luke Cage. Sinister there for the villains as well. Like, I've got the roster. I have the building blocks of the roster. And like I said, some of them I could do now. I don't want to make a short-sighted decision on my rank ups, which is why I'm one of the reasons why I'm like trying to push through 9-2. Does anyone use? I love Red Hulk. Just yeah, I don't. I mean, I like the concept of Red Hulk. He just whatever doesn't matter. What's up, Bard? No, actually, I didn't pick a champion. I did a video on that, on kind of arguing like why you might want to consider not picking a champion and go with the rank up materials instead. I did say though that if I didn't have Nick Fury, he's the one that I would have been like, I'm probably going to grab Nick Fury, but I got stupidly lucky in the banquet and pulled him, and then I got a skill awakening gem and it went straight to him. So you could do regular epoch if you haven't already. Dude, I feel like the regular one, if my recollection is it's like potentially more difficult. I know there's less fights, but the fights felt much more difficult. But that might be like because it was a while ago. Loving the content. Thank you very much, man. Really, thank you very much, Ballin. I appreciate that a lot. Old man, easy. I mean, do you have an idea? So those who don't know, he's a officer in my alliance, in the leader of the BG that Prime is going to be in. I assume it's way too early for you to have any thoughts on like what you would want me to do defensively. Because like if I could pick from these champions and have them serve another purpose, that'd be really nice. I think it comes down to I think it comes down to Red Skull or Sentinel. Sentinel's Hell block is Red Skull's heal box just off is heavy, right? Let's give this one go with that and see if we can make this work. I could also boost, but shoot, man. If I'm having to boost already, I think that's a sign I need to rank up champions instead. I'm always going to vote for ranking up Storm. She's a fun champion, man. She's good. All right. Great start here. Let's start over. I mean, I could also just go for I could also just go for completion and then come back and do exploration. That might be a better way to do this. Dude, this heal is freaking fierce. He moves forward, not at all. Yeah, this doesn't work. Yeah, no, Red Skull's a good champion. I feel like I'm missing something too. We had a situation like this yesterday, and then Joel Gaming came in and informed me about a synergy. Every 2.2 seconds, the attacker is close to the defender against a placebo buff. When the attacker triggers a buff, is immediately nullified. Oh, shoot. I'm using the wrong champ. Isn't Omega Sentinel nullify immune? And she has a heal walk? Wait, I thought she was nullify immune. Yeah, okay. So here it is. Okay. Just have to make sure. Yeah, I mean, this will at least get, I think this will get it done. Let's get a relic on her. This is the heal block relic, right? Yeah. Sorry, Sentinel. That didn't last long. All right. Perfect. And then let's rank her up. Yeah. No, this feels much better. And maybe if she works, and I think she's going to just fine, I'll do like a light boost. But like you can see that's what I'm talking about with the rank up materials. I'm being frugal, very intentionally, because I want to. If I can get through this stuff without having to do any rank ups, and then we can rank up for the Karina stuff, it just would be better. But we may have reached that point already, so we'll see. Poor Lady Deathstrike, dude. She stood no chance whatsoever. Cool. Pick the heal fight. Thanks for the reminder, Busky. I can't comment on the Twitch. I ran over here to stream. Why can't you comment on Twitch? But thank you. Rogue's still going to make this a little rough, though, isn't she? Oh, we'll see. Actually, we don't need to worry about the heal block anymore because we're nullify immune. I don't think I have any other nullify immune champions. This is what I was saying, like, guys, like, I am not good at reading the notes and, like, deciphering what it's actually asking. Hey, what's up, Cyber? How you doing, bud? Thanks a lot for being here. Thank you for the recent follows, y'all. Appreciate it. No. What was that all about? I mean, this isn't quick, but it's working. Come on, dude. Marvel Tallahassee, what's up, man? Me spending like 20 minutes trying to figure out this lane to then remember I actually had the answer sitting at rank 0 the whole time. And we did do another lane, actually. We've been talking. I just watched the No Spend and the Barrow Retire videos, and they were both here. What does I miss chat? Oh, got it. Even at this stage of the game, I guess this is really. She's a very good champion, man. I like her. I've been a big fan of hers for quite a while. I'm gonna look through and make sure that like we're not setting ourselves up for massive failure elsewhere. No, I think we're actually gonna be a-okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. I love her animations. Yeah, dude, same. I used to play her a ton. Those are like my 4 Loki days. Let me see if there's any other way. Now that I understand that, I can't believe I didn't think of this. What I didn't understand was why was Rogue getting those passive shocks on her? Oh, that must be a synergy. It's a synergy. Okay, cool. All right, let's just play. Are you streaming 9.4 tomorrow? I don't know. I actually been waiting for anyone in the chat to let me know like what they would like to see. I'm being serious. I was gonna stream the villains today because that's what I had said I would do, but I just enjoy this account so much more that I really didn't want to, and so I didn't. Yeah. But thanks for coming by and asking. I have Epoch Villains done, Ares down to 0 charge rate. Ooh, 0. Dude, you cut it close. How do you even do that? Probably should be smarter than pushing into his SB2. Feels dangerous and unnecessary. Shoot. I'm surprised we survived. Oh, because it didn't hit our block. Then block will actually helped us. I feel like you got us through 9.4 into the act. Yeah. I mean, I guess that would be reason to just not go for full exploration on this account, right? If I want to run this on run it on this account. Come on, dude. Not sure if anyone feels this, but I feel kind of sad considering rank 5 on rank 3 when they released it. Yeah, I think I'll read the rest of that to kind of make sure I understand. I think I know where you're going with that, though. Would have liked to have raised 6 Ascension to get the full YouTube of the champions. Yeah, I don't think I would ever be able to be convinced otherwise. I think it's for two reasons. One is I think they grossly, significantly, unnecessarily power crept the game over like the last 3 or 4 years. Like we just started seeing like more and more just like champions that made us in the community be like, okay. And they did that both on the attacker and defender side, and they chose not to nerf them for some reason. And you know, they blame that on the community, of course, right? And it's like, oh, well, you made them. But so I think there was that, and I think so. Ascension is a way to try to reset it. That's why it's a controlled group, right? One of the reasons, and we've seen that before. Like the new champions for 7-star was a controlled group and all that stuff. So it's not like this is like the first time we've ever seen it. I just think that's why it's so early in the life cycle of the stars before. And then I think the other reason is I think they're very, very much betting on a variety of new players and uninformed players to come in with the MCU taking off again.
Dude, Vega's too busy yapping.
Dude, Fusky, thank you so much, man. This is incredibly kind of you, buddy. Thank you very much for the 2 more Twitch subs. Thank you. And so I do think that they are, you know, which is fair. I mean, that's part of what made this game. So, and it's what made me even download the game to begin with. And then, you know, I did enjoy it. And it's a highly addictive game too, right? And so those things kind of came in combined, and I started a channel, and here I am, you know? So I think they're really hoping for like Spider-Man and Doomsday to do a similar thing. And Fusky, dude, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you hanging out and doing all this. You made them summers. Well, you paid for them. Kabam. What a great debate. Yeah, but you bought them. You're correct. That's true. That's true. Oscar, what's up, dude? Ooh, Omega Sentinel saved me on that. I saw the call out from her for like Unstoppable coming soon, and I was like, huh, what's going on? That was a weird thing for you to say, Omega Sentinel. You don't go Unstoppable. And it just hit right into Gentle, like it was no one's business. Oh, and to kind of put a bow on that YouTube user, I do think it's kind of a weird situation. I think like if you're enjoying the game, and like I am on my free to play, I'm having a blast. I'm having a great time. And so for me, it's like I actually am enjoying what appears to be a lot of flexibility. Like there's been something interesting there, right? Like and I've said it in some videos. Those Ascension crystals, the empowered Ascension crystals, have felt amazing on this account. Like absolutely incredible. I was so busy talking, I forgot to pause my debuffs. And, you know, I'm getting 6-star champions, which is fine because it's fleshing out my roster and helping me get more 6-star, 7-star shards, right? The chance to, like, just pull a 7-star, like, that's part of why my roster looks as good as it does as far as how many champions I have. And they did say that that was one of their goals, was to get more 7-stars out into the market. And so if you're a new player coming in and your account's growing like this, you're obviously, if you're a brand new player, you're not going to be nearly as good at the game as I am. Not that I'm so great, it's just I have years of experiencing and just playing the game and stuff. But still, they're going to be getting those new champions, right? The dopamine hits and all of that. And a new customer was born, you know? So I do think that there is a plan to it. I just don't know if it's a plan that a lot of the veteran players are thoroughly enjoying, unless they aren't otherwise just already enjoying the game. Did I lose all of them? I did. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I appreciate the run through using characters we all have, because if I see another deathless anything, I'm going to scream. This was deathless. Just don't pay attention to the screen. It is totally itemless, deathless. I barely even paid attention. It's just how great I am. What's up, Mel? Thanks for being here, man. Maddie, rather strange suggestion. I would expect nothing less from you, Maddie. But Luke Cage will clear this lane very efficiently thanks to concussion. But Jay Jonah was built for this. And again, I can recite the nodes if you want. Luke Cage, where were you like 40 minutes ago? Maddie? Yeah. That's good to know. I think we just stick with Omega Sentinel. The rest of these texts are here for literally no reason. And it's time to open up some crystals. This is what I'm hoping to avoid. And so when we get through this lane, if I run into another lane like this, we're going to have to rank up some champs. I didn't really want to do this, but I don't want to hurt my account long term by being stubborn. And having a nullify immune tech would be really, really good. Command Mike said there was a reason why they were artificially accelerating the speed and that he would release the reason in due course, but then he quit the company. Command Mike, I mean, that's like 2 years ago though now, right? The more the merrier. Thanks, Fusky. It is, and I appreciate it, buddy. Command's version is instead of you broke it, you buy it, it's you bought it, you broke it. That's funny. It's definitely not the old open 100 cav crystals to get a single star chain if you're lucky. It is not. I think the ascension is yeah, it's not. I think people could go hog wild, and it looks like there are some accounts that are. But it feels like the vast majority of people are staying pretty level-headed about it, which is good. I'm happy to see that. I want to see long-lasting, happy customers who are happy with their purchases. I'd love to see the game last 10 years instead of, 2. You listen to talk about the game, I can't tell if you love it or hate it. It's a little bit of both, Cathis. I'm trying to be playful, but I mean it when I say, this is the game I love to hate. I actually really enjoy, like, what we're doing on stream today. Like, the figuring out the champions, this is cool, and then the animation. I do enjoy that. It's a bunch of the other stuff that I don't enjoy. All right, let's use these. I do wish I could sub Luke Cage in out of nowhere, but Maddie, how is the concussion? But that concussion's only that potency against mystics, right? He's probably gone already. He did this yesterday. Kept doing it. Boo, Maddie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, Oscar. This account, like, my channel is completely free to play. I just don't want to. The reason I didn't say that is, I don't know. I know that term means a lot to people, so I don't want to start claiming that my 583 account is free to play because it so obviously is not, and it wasn't for so long. But yeah, my channel is completely free to play until February of 2027 at the earliest. And this account, my free to play account, the one that truly is and always has been and always will be, is my main account. Like, I don't know if you saw it, it's actually the leader of our alliance now. And because I'm going to be honest, I wanted to play it today. Like, I'm having fun. I'm doing great, Flash. How are you? What's up, Riddler? Yeah, I think we all do have love-hate relationships with the game, in general. I do think playing in that like informed, moderate way is really helpful to enjoying the game. I think most of my frustrations have come when either trying to understand the decisions of Kabam or the way they write something, or when I get caught up in too hard in trying to be like competitive or control the RNG, you know. But like this is a lot of fun. Save me. She saved me. Cool. Yes, I mean, I just, yeah. I thought you did it with Scarf. That was funny. Why did you go free to play? One, because there's twofold. Well, it's probably a lot of reasons. I am truly enjoying this account. I'm having an absolute blast with it. I'm enjoying streaming it. I actually play it when I'm not streaming. I'm excited to play it. Like I said, like I had originally planned to do the villains epoch on the old account today, and I had said I would, and then I was making the thumbnail for it this morning. I was like, I don't want to do this, and one of the big reasons why I didn't want to do this because I wanted to play this account. I'm excited about it. It's enjoyable. There's the crystal openings like mean something. Like when I get a bad pull, it hurts. When I get a great pull, I'm elated. Like I'm enjoying the discovery of like, oh shoot, wait, I do have a Mega Sentinel. Okay, cool. Maybe I should rank her up. Like there's a lot of good elements in this game. There's a lot of good elements in this game. Like if it was purely an addiction gambling game, it wouldn't be very fun, very long, right? So I think going free to play on this account has really just allowed me to like fully embrace that. And going free to play prevents that temptation of like today, where it's like, well, I could take her to rank 2, and then if I buy, if I spend like $25, I could probably get a dead weight, and then I'd get like a R2 gem or the mat. So like it's pretty much the same, and I'm just getting myself stronger in the game. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's not. I don't think there's anything wrong with you enjoying your hobby at all. But it prevents that temptation, and it's like an extra restraint that I think is actually creating an enjoyable atmosphere. And I'm enjoying showing that and doing that on my channel. Then there's also like the stuff that Kabam does and the stuff that CCP drops and all that stuff. But I don't think that's a good reason for me to try to go free to play on my channel, right? Those are two different things. That was just kind of like the kicker. If that, yeah, let me know if that doesn't make sense. Yo, what's up, Sweet? Do I think we'll reach the point where we have no interesting champ acquisition anymore? I reached that on my pay-to-win account. It's funny, I'm realizing I didn't actually talk about that. I also just started not enjoying that account, like, at all. Like, crystal openings weren't fun. The last sale, I spent $200, and I was just like, yeah, this is... that was truly an investment in my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel here, I guess, to be able to show you guys things. But there was no amount of like, ooh, if I could pull this champion, because one, I have them all. And so, yeah, I think it's interesting that like your big, huge whales, right? Your big, huge ones that have like, Ascended 2 champion Ruby Thursdays or whatever. I think I'm surprised that they're still going. They're enjoying something, that I stopped enjoying, I guess, which is fine. We're all different. But yeah, I think we're there. What's interesting to me is, Kabam must have their reasons for it, and I just don't know what they are. I theorized earlier that it's about getting new players excited. And maybe there was just no way to do it. The hope was that the whales would chase Ascension while the crystals would give new players, that dopamine and that excitement of playing. But we really don't know. There's massively diminishing returns, marginal occur. Yeah, I agree. Once they really released all the Ascension information, I became significantly less excited about it in the present. I still think long term it's good because I do think it at least allows people to not be saying 8 stars. I don't think that would have gone over well. And yet it still allows for future progression. Have I tried playing on PC? Yes, I did it a couple times up in Vancouver when I was at like their CCP things, and I did not like it at all. I had hoped I would be able to get it down, but it would be a massive drop off in play, which is already not the best. What's up, Lazy Titan? I'm not sure why I took a big burst of damage. Did I have a stagger on me? Probably did. So I should focus a little bit more on this before reading more of the chat. Thank you for the pause. I appreciate it. I'm curious on that. That I saw it come up while managed. Yeah, I want to curious on what you're saying there. This is why I'm saving all my shards until at least September, or even December. There's nothing for me to chase. I'm not interested in the chasing Ascension when I do not use the majority of them. I imagine they were prepared for this. I think they made, it's fun to talk about this stuff, right? And we'll try to keep this like with stuff that just to be clear, we're not like accusing them of anything or anything. It's like I think they made a lot of money in December. I think they made a lot of money. Like we didn't even get a post-mortem post on it. And so what I'm assuming is, and this might be a little bit, it's not self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's like when you have a theory, you kind of like confirm your own theory. Because my theories for a long time is that it's a game in transition. And I would imagine that the amount of money they made in December allows them to like have a bumpy road. I mean, we kind of saw that last year too. I think I just don't know if it was planned. And I don't think they like want it to be bumpy. It's just they're willing. It's okay for it to be bumpy because they made so much money in December. While they kind of create the game they want, hopefully over the course of 2026. I'm having fun just doing contents and creators. I mean it. I'm having an absolute blast doing this. This is some of the most fun I've maybe ever had in the game. I think I'm informed for the most part. I know what I'm doing. There's a challenge, but it's not like stupid, and so I'm not like feeling like I need to resort to Unit Man. I love my alliance. Like this is really fun. I looked at the report numbers for December, and it looked like to me like they could pay all of their overhead. So that's what I have not seen that. I've not seen that report. That is not surprising to me. And so I think what that does is that, I would hope it buys a lot of confidence and the willingness to be like, hey, we want to change something called echo damage. Let's change it. People are going to get mad. Who cares? Not that they don't care about like people, but that, well, we're good. So if we lose some players in the short term, because they understandably get upset at us, it's okay, because think about all the people that we're going to be bringing in, and then the game's set when they bring them. I'm hoping that's the plan. I'll admit, I'm hoping that there is a plan, and that it's something like that, because I would love for this game to be in an amazing place in 6, 7, 8 months or something like that. Like, I think we all do, I mean, shoot, I built a channel on this thing, man. I'm aware that, and we've talked about this, I will probably at some point start playing other games and things like that, but that's not happening yet. And I'm aware that, like, if I do that, but a third of you come around, you know, and I get that, that's fine. Justice from Medusa, all the new sex aliens are too much for her. Dude, she got kind of screwed, man. She's still great, don't get me wrong. But if I recall correctly, like, Ring 4s were pretty new when her buff came out and all that. And I was like, dude, she might be my first Ring 4. Or my first Ring 4 Cosmic. And then I was like, she's fine at Ring 3. You know? We got, like, Deathless Thanos, Serpent, all these things. The new tech champions. She's still great, though. I really enjoyed using her in... what was it, Abyss or Necropolis or whatever? The recent Karina's challenge. It was Abyss, right? The problem with Command Plan is they never stick to it. I meant what I said. I wasn't trying to hurt feelings. I know a lot of people thought I was trying to hurt feelings. That's pretty much never my intention. I mean, I'm sure I've done it, but that's not my intention with those videos. I think they had no plan. And when they didn't nerf Serpent and all the stuff I found out afterwards about that, I was like, oh, you guys have no freaking plan. And I mean it. I don't think they realized that they were power creeping the game as much as they were. I think that very much, as a company, they were not aware of it. And then at some point they realized it. And I'm hoping they noticed the pattern. And I'm hoping that they caught on to what was intentionally being done. And then they were like, what do we do? And Ascension was something that, like, could possibly work. And so that's why so much of Ascension, that's why so much of the information on Ascension they didn't have when they were announcing it. It was because they were literally still figuring it out. I mean, they told us they were. That's not an insult or something like that. They literally told us, like, we're going to be as transparent with you guys as we can. I don't really believe that because of the whole 2027 thing that came out later, right? But I think they were telling us things, and they were telling us more than they usually do. So yeah. Shoot. Black Cat's gonna keep killing me if I keep trying to read chat, so let's focus on this and then I'll get back to it. But it, based on, we can only tell what we get to see in game. It feels like they caught on to what was being done intentionally. And I'm very, very, very happy if that's what they did. Because it was very upsetting to me that was happening. I don't know why someone would do that, but I am not them. And it was terrible for the game. And so if they've caught on to it, I think the game will be much better for it. And I think it's important that we prioritize making a good game. I noticed I am being targeted for a ton of MCoC adverts on YouTube, even though I play the game. That's interesting. Whoever's running the Google Ads campaign is creating a lot of waste. Yeah. You know what's funny is I used to... if I was in the CCP and when I was not in the CCP over the years, it's not this current team, but the previous team, I would get like, I can't think of the word for it, but like emails from various recruiters being like, oh, hey, would you be interested in playing MCoC? There was one time where, and I even followed up, I was like, what are you offering me? Where they offered me in-game items. And I like pretended like, because obviously the person who wrote me the email didn't know that I was in the CCP. I somehow they didn't know I covered the game. I have no idea. Just shows you how bad these companies research things. And they were offering me like in-game, they were like powerful things in the game itself. And I was like, hey, could you, because I was fishing, I was like, could you let me know a little bit of like what sort of in-game items you're offering me. I was just like, okay. Oh, it's wild stuff, man. I'm pretty sure I've deleted all those. I should bring one up if I doubt it. Yeah, make sure y'all get your free weights from the stores. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Future Daddy. What's the rumors of a new code in Patch Warehouse? Haven't seen it. I have no idea. I have not heard anything about a new code or anything like that. Any truth is, I have no clue. I have no clue. I enjoy like speculating on what I think Kabam's doing and stuff, but as far as like rumors and that, I just don't know. So I'll admit I have no clue. I keep getting ads on Instagram for it, and I'm like, bro, show this to my friends. Ah, yeah, man. Um, love playing her though. We're talking just yes, love her, but after Zola arrived and Sentinel tune up, I feel like the fights are too close now. It's, I mean, dude, that she's not in the top tier of Cosmics. It's not her fault. She's a great champ. Just they power crept the game quite a bit as soon as she was buffed, which sucked. Mega Sentinel is not reverse control immune, is she? I can't imagine why she would be. All right. She can take Medusa. No, is it just another armor break? Sentinel? Yeah, you just go to the SB3. So that's the other thing, right? Is like when we're evaluating champions, and I do think this is good, is Kabam giving us stuff to do that is not Battlegrounds? Because that's such a great example, right? Is at some point the idea that she couldn't. Oh, they're unblockable. Nice job, Nimrod. The idea that she couldn't take Omega Sentinel, or sorry, she couldn't take Sentinel. I'm doing too much talking. Became prevalent because it was shorthand for she can't quickly take Sentinel. Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it became, well, she can't take Sentinel. And it became like easier to say that, and then that just became what we all thought. Enjoy speculating, Kabam. Pray your enemies are devious but not dumb. You can outthink the devious. You can't outthink the dumb. There are times where I can't tell if things are due to neglect or incompetence. I will admit that. All right. I need to start trying to save these items. We knew this lane wasn't going to be pretty, but this is... I don't want it to be this bad. How many fights are left? This is the last one? Okay. Because I want these items for later. Shoot, dude. That's not going to be enjoyable. It's also feeling outrageously fast. We're not healing from the power sink because we're robots. We've had to use items on this lane like it was a freaking Karina's challenge. I don't love that. You're not like this. I don't even know why I'm messing it up so bad. Dude. I don't think Nimrod will work. I appreciate the shout because this lane was a weird lane. Or it wasn't weird. It felt like it required a nullify immune champion. Otherwise, the defender is going to heal tremendously. And if we retake the heals off with Nimrod, oh yeah, we can try him. It's a 7-second cooldown. I don't want her healing, though. up too much. So if she gets to like 75%. Dude, I do not normally struggle with her, yeah, this is basically exactly what I was concerned about. Thank you very much, YZX, Frosty. Dude, I swear I've played against Emma Frost before. I'm not lying. Ah, this isn't working. We could go for this. 16 seconds is a long time. Yes. I need to get this down, so I'm not ignoring it. Just, we're almost there this lane, so. I think I just need to accept that she's going to heal up, and that's fine. Get him ramped, and then just basically start the fight over. And I will say, I think the biggest problem is that I'm struggling to evade her specials. It's funny how, like, we all know... Oh, dude, she actually held her block. Can you guys believe that? I thought I threw Mastery 1. I think it's time I need to take a little break. I think that's the problem. It'll just be a small break. We'll be back. This is crazy. This is 9.1.1, dude. I'm going at this with a bunch of, like, rank ones. So, and according to Maddie, it could have just been using Luke Cage this whole time, which I don't know. But he does usually know what he's talking about. And not being able to evade her SB1 has been, I think, the true culprit here. Yeah, this is a very pesky Emma. It has to. It's just the muscle memory for me is not to do the reverse controls on the first hit, and so it's actually the unblockable that's been causing the problems. But we've almost got her. Thank goodness gracious. Oh my god. Okay. Catch up on chat. I feel like I just soloed Ares, dude. Oh my god. You're supposed to be looking through the data almost daily to see where you're getting traction, allocate more budget there, or turn off ads that are not performing. I mean, maybe that's what they're doing. That I don't know. Like at some point we get to a point where I'm like, I just have no idea. Like I have no clue. Last update, cut off, keeping track of sick items that we need to stop, find, and write down our counts because yeah, that was really fun. This is 9.1 Sentinel Cook. I do think as we were in the back of my head this whole time, we were looking at like the tech champions and which ones I should just start ranking. He does feel like the one that should at least go to rank 2. The various immunities, the heal block, like basically everything we just saw. He's not my favorite, but I feel like I'm going to get use out of him. And then as I start trying to do war, I think it'll be important. And then if I ever get him awakened, he'll become a dual threat champion. That was Pete Gameplay. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, Phantom. I like writing WIC for her just in case. Just don't have to deal with the reverse controls. Oh, I like using... got it. Yeah. No, that's smart. Yeah, I'm trying to do exploration. That wasn't even the boss. That was just the end of the lane. I might be pushing this account too far. No, I don't think so. I might be pushing my skills too far. That's, I think, more it. And I do think we should take a small... I'm going to take a small break. Let's get this boss down. And then we'll take a small break. So we're going to this boss, right? This is Legacy Heimdall. Okay, it looks like we need to keep that arm rep off of him. Okay, we'll still bring in a Mystic, though. I think we can bring in Kush. All right. Nico. I think I need to take Nico to rank 3. I think it's time. I think that's what we'll do. We'll get this down, come back, and I'm going to look at the rank ups that need to be done. You guys can help advise me on that. Or I would appreciate help on that. Let's put it that way. Isn't it amazing the difference, like, when you're comfortable with the different animations of the champions? Yeah. I mean, and also she's, like, built for that fight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is just, like, ridiculous. All right. Let's go ahead and finish that. We're not cooking the pace here, but it's going. Oh yeah, to the point you don't get to see that anymore. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. I don't think we're near a second one. I just opened one earlier. It was not a good pool. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. This will be like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you. All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Let's see here. All right. Just checking in a few emails and things. I think we're all good. Let's see. You know what? I said we're gonna do regulars. Let's check this lane. If this lane looks like we have the champs for it, then we'll just go ahead and jump on it, and then maybe we'll take a look at those rank ups. We are progressing. It just feels slow. I'm just excited. We want to get it done. I don't do Wordle. I know a lot of people who do. I'm not even sure I understand how it works. Oh, geez, not these champ. No. While the spirit gauge is between 0 and 100, the attacker gains a. Okay. Well, the spirit gauge is full, the attacker is passively rooted. The root is prevented or removed due to special at the end of this. Okay, so you have to get rooted. The attacker does not generate spirit from hits, but instead gains 5% per second and loses 50% spirit when dodging a hit. If the attacker doesn't have a striker equipped or the spirit, okay, so you need to have a striker. When the striker gauge becomes full, the attacker is moves the striker lock for 2 seconds. While the defender has a combo shield, they are passively unblockable. Whenever the attacker gains a prowess, a combo shield is removed from the defender 15 seconds after the defender gains into a combo passive. What the hell? How do you do this? I feel like I'm gonna to prepare for these quests. I'm gonna have to like watch Noob, and then come back and do them. When the defender has a combo shield, they are. So I have to get a prowess. How am I gonna get? So I have to intercept. I mean, the attacker doesn't have a striker equipped. Yeah, I don't know if we're continuing today because I think I need to watch Noob. Unless you guys like know how to do this, I have no clue. And I'm seeing like Void and we could just do battlegrounds or rank ups or something like that. Always watch Noob before clearing each path. That's something that I feel like I'm having to. I'm finding myself doing that more and more and more. Hey Vega, I'm playing Epoch and can't choose my 5th one. Currently my team is Onslaught, Serpent, Nefaria, and Zemo. I mean, that seems like a pretty awesome team. I think you might even have just like a 5th spot open, man. Like no joke. That you maybe bring in like Jugs for Ares or something. Run it by the Cerebro bot just to make sure. But because it's a lot of fights, I don't want to say you're good, but I think you're, and to be wrong, but I think you're good, dude. Yeah, this is just crazy. We'll give the lane a try, and then if it sucks, it sucks. We'll figure something else out to do, which is fine. Mighty Charge, the Defender, Inside Out, Clean Slate, Imperative. Okay. Yeah, and this is where the weakness of my roster just starts to show. I don't think we can do this lane. So we got to do something else. I'll come back and we'll get into it. Shoot, man. I want to progress. We can play Battlegrounds. Let's do those rank ups then before Battlegrounds, I guess. We will be ranking up. Nico. It's time for Nico to go up. So we need to get tier 5 Mystic, which I which was struggling to find last night. And I asked on my Discord, and someone said that they're like literally just getting it from here. It seems stupidly expensive, like dumb. Like when you look at the prices of other things, but I mean, this is, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. Essentium, yeah, that just felt like a lot, but I mean, I need it, so I guess supply and demand, right? Comes into effect there. So we'll be ranking up Nico. She's obviously, I don't think I need to explain why I'm ranking up Nico Minoru, but in case anyone's wondering, she's just outrageously powerful. Broken, you know, handles the biggest cosmic threats in the game with relative ease. I do think she's going to be helpful to me as I move into Tier 3 War here with upside, so I'm excited about that. The little bit of Battlegrounds that we will be doing, she's obviously one of the best dual threats in the game. The buff immunity pre-fight. She was, depending on which team I fully take into the Ordeal Heroes squad, she actually might be coming in to take of all champions, Immortal Abomination. Yeah, I mean, that's Nico, man. Like she's a powerful gal. So I'm excited to have her at rank 3. Yeah, she's good. She'll be great for Abyss too. Yeah. She's that girl. As far as like continuing on with this, Heimdall. Hopefully you saw my video. Got stupidly lucky and got him, and really hyped on it. Wait a minute. Oh, this is for rank 3. I do want him to go up. I don't know if I'm going to be using him in my... I know I'm going to be using him. I want to make sure first that there's not another champion that I will be using like in a more urgent way or more timely, let's say. And no, I don't think there is. Yeah, no, because I want to get him to rank 4. He's going to figure prominently and on quite a few things. And yeah, he could actually, even at my level of Battlegrounds, he might even be a decent defender, even unawakened. So I feel good about this. I'm not really concerned about it. Let's go ahead and rank him up. One more, and then he, of course, will be going to rank 4 very soon. Let's see, do I have any more? I do. So he's at rank 3. I'm excited about that. So we just need some tier 4 alpha, and I need to keep an eye on that tier 7 basic and make sure that it does not expire anytime soon. Yeah, because I would hate to run into that situation. That's good. What's this? Okay. Claim these. I guess we can pop these really fast. And then I think we're going to play a little Battlegrounds. Just kind of do it and hang out and talk for a little bit. Because I don't think I feel like starting. I might come back later today and do one of the Karina's challenges. But we'll see. Yeah, just a bunch of 5 stars. Thanks, Joel. I just don't think I have the squad for it yet. I just got to rank up stream, so I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks. We were talking about you earlier, how you came and kind of saved a path for me yesterday. I thought I had a few more, but maybe I don't. All right, that's cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and set up a Battlegrounds deck. Just do a few fights, hang out and talk and stuff like that. Do I ever use Cassandra? I don't, dude. There's, there's just something about her and me that we don't click, dude. She's really good, though. I fully recognize she is a very good champion. And has, like, one of those champions is just so really well made that, like, you can kind of just start playing her and you're like, oh, I'm getting pretty good results. And then you start really thinking it through, and there's a variety of ways she can handle fights and defenders for you. So it just seems like really healthy for a game like this, where like the better you get at them, you can get like significantly better results. But if you just kind of simply play them, you're still doing really well. But for some reason, like the moving on to better results portion in me just don't click. Yeah, dude, she's great, Cyber. Like that's not an anti Cassandra at all. And maybe if I sat down and really played her, I also hear different things. Like some people say she needs high six, some people say she doesn't. And I respect, uh, the people that are telling me. I'm asking people who I know are good at the game and know what they're talking about. So yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Shoot, I gotta watch Noob on how to get these magics too, because I do, of course, want the this stuff, whatever it is. So I'll watch that. Maybe we'll come back and do that or something. All right, let's go ahead and build a little deck. Can Mojo and Perk take Abyss Villain or no? Dude, yeah, Mojo. I actually did a video on Mojo in Abyss. He's ridiculous. And I think Purgatory is of similar levels of ridiculousness. And I think she might even be able to take those tech fights for you. Did you get the free miles so you can do the bath? I did get the free miles. That might be interesting to consider. All right, let's see what this is all about, man. Oops, there we go. All right. I guess people probably won't know how to evade magic special, so I'll have her in there for like a cheese scenario. Fill it up with my rank 3s. Rank 2s. Actually not there. And then defenders. I'm basically just picking champions who I think can screw my opponent up. Like I have zero intention of using them on offense. All right, cool. Let's do a couple rounds. How you look? Yeah. These are the competing interests. I think this is where for this account and for my journey, this is where the free to play is going to start to get difficult, as like the breadth of the account is going to be challenged. So it might actually be time to jump into the Karinas, which I don't like. I wanted to get through story. But I do want 100% too. I just got to figure it out. If you guys have advice from it, I'm very open to it. I'd love to hear it. I do can be hard defender in low ranks. That's actually a good shout. And he was ascended. Get rid of that Binky. All right, and what's the? I have not played battle. I've not played much at all. Okay, I remember this. We're good. Okay. All right, thanks, buddy. Will R3 660 mojo 690 mojo work? I would think so. I mean, it'll be more difficult than it was for me, for sure, because mine was rank 4 and 6200. But if you like want to get it done, I think you'll be all right. The collector's going to be tough. Make sure you're prepared for that as well. Nick Fury, and he's a dual threat at this level. Just start 3 Sandman and Tony Stark. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. Which Tony? I assume they meant Iron Man, OG Iron Man. Next season, we got to get to, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to get to Gladiator Circuit. I think that's going to be rough. Is it in order to get the blade pieces? Because I'm very excited about the Stellar Forge chase in the Champions. Is it worth it to buy tier 4A fragments from the Center store, or is it a waste? I mean, dude, like that's the thing with that store, and I think that's part of why we as a community are having so many issues with it. Oh, dude, he got Yelena. Is like everything seems very highly priced, but I mean, there's some stuff where you're just like, dude, this is ridiculous, right? And we've been going to that since like the store first showed up. I'm not saying that's not real. That was real, and it's still real. It's like it feels like we're having to get used to like, dude, this is going to be an ugly match. It's like that's the only place. Like I just spent all that essentially to get tier 5 class catalyst. I'm like, dude, that's like the least valuable thing that I'm searching for right now. But it is so absurdly expensive. But it was my only place to go and get it. Like, so is it a waste? No, probably not. But I don't know what else. I don't know what else to advise you try. Like, I don't know. Okay. This is just gonna be ugly. Like all around. All right, let's see if this works. Man, this is crazy. Where's my Stellar Forge Star-Lord? He got pulled because I still don't know how to use him, man. I will admit, I'm a little like, I'm not down. I'm just like, shoot, man. I thought I'd build 100% 9.2. I didn't think it'd be a problem. And I'm going to watch some noobs, see if I can get it figured out. But that was like my plan, man. That was like my full-on plan. To do that and try to get used to this stuff and then rank up champs. So I'm a little discouraged at the moment. There's no way around it. It's just this isn't the order I wanted to do these things in, is what I mean to be saying. But that's all right. I just come up with a new plan, you know? Huh. She's pretty good, dude. What was the rank of this Betsy Braddock? Was it rank 2? How was Lotan for you? Really fun. I really liked that boss. That was a really good time, dude. And Nick Fury was incredible for it. Nefaria for yeah. Remember? Oh, and that's right. That Cat Britain was unawakened. Actually, I didn't think about that. No, why did I do that? That was dumb. He's gonna place. That's not what I was expecting. I think you know our opponent here is just a little newer to the game. That's all. Hey, what's up, Pix? How you doing? Did I say the wrong name? I'm trying to do a little too many things at once, man. What's up, Hicks? Luke Cage. No, it was Luke. Luke was phenomenal for Lotan. Did I say Nick? I meant Luke. I think I was thinking about placing champions. what do you think about Stellar Forge Blade? He looks cool. He looks worse than Starlight to me. I mean, I understand why people would say that. I'm not a huge fan of the current OG Starlord in our game. Like I remember being like, I was trying to tell my viewers like don't fall into the hype for this. Like he doesn't have like the combo shield, right? If I remember correctly, like I don't know, we need places to use him. Like it's not a surprise to me at all that like we have these screenless challenges and like Stellar Forge Stellar Forge Blade. You're asking about Stellar Forge Blades. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, maybe it's time for me to go. I'm like not even reading properly. I think Stellar Forge Blade looks cool. When we get him, we'll know what the damage is like. But he looks cool. It felt like they did a decent job of like making a mystic version of Blade. And if I remember correctly, he has some pretty relevant utility. And like can even like access his danger sense off the SP1, if I remember correctly. Like I'm truly excited for it. How powerful he is, I don't know. But I don't think he's gonna be bad, you know? I think there's really nice and the DGen is cool. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, dude, so much of this stuff is like, what content do they give us, right? Like, to where I was saying, which isn't what you asked. Stellar Force Starlord, dude, like people are using him in like Epoch, like Karinas. It just, what content do they give us? A lot of these champions are like that, you know. You did Act 9.4. That you enjoyed the boss. That's really cool. Could you let us know a little bit more about how you tackled that challenge? That's awesome, man. So I test out that path. It's not too bad. There is the unblockable aspect, which can be handled with any champ that has prowess. Plus, the special attack of the path champs are fairly easy. Okay. The striker is the other thing to look out for. It goes up on its own, or you reduce it if it evades, and it's full, you get rooted. So you just basically play it unblockable and hope to get prowess, which Storm X obviously gets pretty well. So yeah. What I need to figure out is what do I want to do to progress my account, knowing that I'm probably going to use items. Is it 9.2 or is it jump into some Karinas? And I wanted to do the story content, but I don't know. Like, evade, it goes down. Other one or parry, go lower spirit. Okay, Joel. The only potential annoying find in the path is the Misty because of her evades. That's what I was thinking too. Once I saw her, that's when I was like, we're not doing this today. Or at least we're not doing this right now. Okay, she's got to go. She's definitely got to go. And I think Hulkling's got to go. Oh, this will be interesting. Have 100% 9.1? Yeah. We've 100% 9.1 and 9.2. I think the way this account looked, I think they're gonna know how to play. Like they had highly ranked 6 stars. They've worked their way through the game. Damn, you're doing better than me. Yeah. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun, man, you know? Luke and Carolina. Stormax has a soft frozen, but it's only for the duration of the SB1, right, Stink? This is so funny, dude. There's like maxed out 5 stars, and then all of a sudden, like a ranked 4 or 7 star shows up, like out of nowhere. It's pretty cool. I'm actually enjoying it. You know, I know that I know that the Heimdall probably can be destroyed by the wait, can he be destroyed by the bug lady? Can't even think of her name right now. This is hilarious, dude. I'm on Lotan 100% Act 1. Got Act 8 100%. I mean, the rewards are pretty good, dude. In my opinion, you know, like they helped me build my account for sure. Here, let's go ahead and do it. We're doing the big boy matchup first. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, all right. Rank 3 perks, let's go. Hey, what's up, Faith? Thanks, Joel. It's really kind of you, man. Wow, dude, that was a great light onslaught. Really impressive stuff. Oh, and a beautiful Dex. I'm beginning to remember why I stopped playing Battlegrounds. You don't know Heimdall doesn't want to come to you? Yeah, he can be persnickety, man. I'm sorry about that. I think that was the right word for it. We'll pretend it was, whether it was or... What are we asking? Who are your best options for Lotan? Luke Cage was seriously phenomenal, dude. Use Luke. Lotan, that's who I fought yesterday, right? I've obviously reached the confused, scared and confused portion of the stream, so I'm misspeaking a lot. But that's who we fought yesterday. Was Lotan, and Luke was my favorite for her by far. The lane where he Lotan's gaining power. The thing I figured out a little late, it took me a while, was stop using lights if you're struggling to push Lotan into a bar of power. Because you need to like evade the specials. You need her to throw the specials. We're sure there's not a nursing home. We're not sure. You guys don't know what's beyond that door. There's a door right there. You guys have no clue. It could be the nursing home. Death of She-Hulk? That makes sense. For very similar reasons. And you guys are about to see. Remember I said I really don't know how to play Cassandra? I mean, this is a rank 4 bullseye anyway. So I don't have faith in this matchup. If the Cassandra players are still watching, how bad was that? Remember, she's only at 20% Sig 22. She can't deal with the evade. No, I think the idea is that with her SB1, she's going to heal back chip damage if they're of equal ranks. You cried? I'm sorry. What should I be doing better? Oh, I'll get to those questions in a second. I didn't realize this was a rank 4 Red Skull. What I need to remember is that he reduces the ability accuracy of stuns. I fell into this trap once with using her. I had like a phenomenal matchup going, and then it just ruined it because I forgot that. I think that was pretty good. Oh, that's the point of the root. I think that might be one of the biggest issues I have in playing her. I thought you were supposed to hold still. So for Casanova, as soon as you throw a special, move closer, hold heavy to keep it at 25. And then you let your heavy go like as they're coming out of the root, I assume, so you don't get smacked. Silco's also great for low town the first time. She auto evade. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, getting the evades down, it wasn't that bad. I like that boss a lot. I think it was a really good boss. Hold heavy. Okay, thank you. That's been a big mistake. No wonder, because I see results and whatever. I just haven't studied her much. Some of this is going to be like the transition from my main accounts, because the whole idea was, oh, she needs high sig, so she's a champion. I'll investigate on the 583 account, and then as time went on, it's like I'm not enjoying this, and but I'm having fun on the free to play. So having her on the free to play, of course, would be really really nice. Thank you for that. That helps keeps your daunted high as possible. Okay, thank you very much, H. Danny. Let's get onto the side. I still feel bad. I made Cyber cry though. To be honest, I really think the only reason I'm not doing decent with YouTube is because of my abysmal thumbnail design. Thumbnails are important, dude. Mine aren't great, but at least they are relatively distinctive to I think MCoC. I think for the most part, if you see the thumbnail, the corner of the eye, you know whose it is, which is kind of part of the issue with MCoC. There's a lot of MCoC YouTubers and the audience is not large. Yeah, Bullseyes in her bay, you want to use against her purifiers or high combos. Who's better in general, Tiger, Red Guardian? I mean, I think most people would say Tiger. I'm just a massive Red Guardian fan. They're just so different too. For a few BGs, I usually go SVG because it's a huge chunk of damage. Other content is spam as well. Thanks, Cyber. Yeah, she's great against Elena. Under 46 hours to get those free limbo tokens. Free to play has to do it. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll probably do one or two more, and then I'm going to go eat lunch, watch Noob, and then I'm not sure I'm going to be able to come back and stream. But I'm going to need to get those magic tokens done. And then plan out if I'm going to go back to questing content or Karina's. Not necessarily. Just doing a heavy will refresh the Daunted. You don't need to time it with root expiration. MSD has a great video on her. You should 100% learn to use Casanova. Definitely a fun champ. The designer who made her makes really fun champions. Really like healthy champions for the game. Very, very fun. Really fits that whole like honestly. I mean, it wasn't great, but like what I did against Bullseye, it's like, dude, that's one of the toughest friends in the game. I got it down. Like, hey, that's pretty good. Like if you think about it, you're just a new player, you're playing the game, you're just kind of like having fun with characters. You saw, Deadpool and Wolverine. You're like, this is great. That wasn't bad. And then like all the advanced things you guys are showing, it's like, oh, you can do even better with Cassandra. Like I think that's the kind of thing that like I don't know. When I think of games, I think that's some of the stuff that I think about. Well, it's fun about it. It makes it exciting. And that designer is incredibly good at that. There's a variety of champions that fit, I think, that exact profile. Hicks, if you're familiar with canva.com, I highly suggest checking them out. That's what I've been using for years. I do have I do now have the professional account. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to brag here, but I would do okay on the YouTube side. I'm obviously making fun of myself. It was helpful, but getting to use the product for free for a while was really good. They have a lot of nice tools. You can pick like your font and that sort of thing and adjust this and that. It's pretty good. It's just canva.com, CANVA, period, COM. Am I parked to areas for the villain path? No. I know that's like the smart thing to do, but how's bragging camp going? It's great, man. In fact, we'll be running 3 courses this summer, each a week long, guaranteed to take your bragging from not good at all to stellar over the course of that week. You just pay me, send me a check for $99.99, and we'll get your bragging in stellar shape in no time. What happened here? Did I not do something? Did I hit the buttons? He's criticizing you? I'm criticizing you? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't criticize anyone. It hurts my feelings. I'm sorry, but I don't. If I'm criticizing you, you're going to know I'm criticizing you. And that was not it, my friend. Count Nefaria or Lizard? Who's good at Count Nefaria? Unless you've got Lizard at like Ascension 2 or something. And even then, probably still Count Nefaria. If Kabam is like, no, Lizard can go to Ascension 8. Then maybe. But yeah, Nefaria is... I mean, I'm sure they could create fights where Lizard would be better than Nefaria, but in general, for your account, dude, Nefaria. Don't overthink it. Go away. Although that could be a fun chance to practice Cassandra and what you guys are trying to tell me. So that would be good. Photon's got to go, and Spider Lady gotta go. Don't worry, my criticism. But I wasn't criticizing you, so now I'm beginning to wonder about your criticism resistance. I'm beginning to really have second thoughts on those. Oh man. Nefaria best relic options. If I recall correctly, he doesn't really have like a you need this. There might be they did like a batch of like a ton of those battle cast or stat cast 2. There might be one that has like energy penetration or something, maybe. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think so. Vega Cassandra main, absolutely. Cassandra, all Cassandra, nothing but Cassandra, and only the Cassandra. Yeah, you guys are getting me. I do have more fun this way, but man, the gameplay goes down. He's got a hey, oh man, thanks for hanging out, dude. Do I think the science class is overrated? I think if people feel they're the best class in the game, yes. I think they've become a pretty strong, healthy class, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Oh, dude, we're going to get destroyed. What is this nonsense, man? I don't know if we're going to get destroyed, but I don't have the champions I want. This is ugly, dude. All right. Dude, take Kindred. You want to take Kindred. Yeah, good job. Do I reroll? That feels ridiculous. Alright. Did Pav need high sig? No, but I do think that's what helps him take like serpents and stuff, if I recall correctly. And I think that's like the pause on his energy vulnerabilities. So he's really good in one of those, like, he's good unawakened, he's better awakened, and then the higher sig you get him, the better he is sort of champions. So I think you're probably, if you're asking that question, you're probably in a pretty good spot. Yeah. Actually, let's Heimdall. Let's make them, let's see what they come up with. Let's use our big, beautiful Heimdall. You love to see it. And yeah, here. I mean, maybe that onslaught will destroy Heimdall, because the onslaught can do things. But I think we may have the superior matchup here. I love Mr. Sinister. And that fight can be done more quickly. I'm sure if you guys are watching enough Battleground streams and stuff, you know that it can. Tomorrow's a busy day with Epoch and iPhone. Dude, absolutely. This month is like crazy stuff. Super hype for 9.4, including new story content, is always a good time. Big agree, man. Big agree. I kind of wish, like, I wish it was spaced out a little bit more, because I feel like we don't get enough time to like really enjoy everything because we're trying to race through it. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, he's a freakish beast. I love him, man. I love him. I love him. I love him. Oh, we have one more? I thought we were done. We're probably not winning this one. Yeah. Just worried about that. I imagine with the Fury, maybe Deadpool can just end that in an SP1. They seemed like they were pretty sure on what they were doing. Wow. I did not think that was going to connect. Yeah, and it's over. Definitely there's no breathing space this month. I feel it too. That's part of, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not making like a full decision on what I'm doing with the 583 account besides just not spending. And one of them is I'm aware of like how much we have to do in the game right now, and then trying to stream it and do videos and those sorts of things. It's just created a lot of MCoC for me the last month. And so I don't want to like just kick the 583 account away based on this month. Because like if the game was like this every month, no way in hell I'd keep 2 accounts. I would just be like, okay, 583 is just retired. Like we'll take a look at it in February. But I'm assuming things slow down, in which case I'll be happy to have the 583 account to just test stuff for videos and streams and things like that. Is my impression. I just pulled Yelena from 7-star basic. Hell yeah, dude! Congratulations. Just last again. What's up, dude? Have you watched Project? I have not. It's really good, right? I've had a lot. I think I don't think it's been you each time. Multiple people have come by and said it is. Doesn't you just dupe to be good? Who? Can't decide my first rank 5. Juggernaut, Spider-Woman, Silk, or Serpent. Love them all equally. Yeah, I mean, I really think for the rank 5s, dude, I think especially those first few of like any variety, I often default to like rank who you enjoy, and I realize you just said you like all of them, but it's like it's often said in my Discord server or in my Alliance chat. I can't remember who was the first one to say it, but it was like they're your first of this one, they're not your only one of this one. And so just go with who you're enjoying playing, because that usually means they're relevant in the modes that you're enjoying too, right? Like no one's favorite champion is the champion they're not playing. You know what I'm saying? So I would go with that. They're all really, really great champions. If you're looking for like the overall most powerful, it is Serpent. Despite all of them being like very high tier champions, he is the highest of them. He's just in like his own stratosphere with a few other champs, in my opinion. But yeah. Silk can catch people every once in a while off guard. It's amazing. All right, the Project Hail Mary. Doesn't he dupe? Who? Pain Shot? I think it's Pain Shot. Who are you referring to? As far as needing the dupe. This isn't good all the way around. Oh, I should have taken Shang-Chi. Why am I being such an idiot? He's like one of my 2 rank 4s. That was just dumb. All right. We live and we move on though. Bastion. So, dude, it's a really hard one, dude. And I'm sorry I never made that Bastion video. Does he need it? No, for a lot of stuff. Like I've been using him unawakened for a very long time on this account, and he's been incredibly valuable to me. However, when I go to do, as of right now, I was lucky enough to pull a tech awakening gem. When I go to really start doing these Karinas, and I'm beginning to think it's time to do some of the Karinas and then go into questing, I will use it on him, and I'll get him to a decent sig, because those Furies are very, very helpful. And then also I'm moving over to Alliance where I'm going to be doing War. Oh, I should pay a little attention here. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. And that awakened ability is what gives him that that ability to take like all those various hazard shift nodes and things like that. They're only fighting rank 1 defenders. Is that what they have? I haven't been paying attention. I don't remember. Oh, this is a rank 3. This is a rank 3 spider. But I realize you might be, I don't know. I'm only, or they are, Eel. Or you're right, they are. So Bastion, like, I just wouldn't take him to the highest rank, you know, unawakened. But he can do a lot for you. It depends on what content you're doing. Like, I'm not trying to be difficult. I know it can seem like I am when I say things like, well, it depends on what you're doing, and you know, need is a relative. I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass. I realize it can sound like a pain in the ass. But that's not my intention. It's just the game's so big and there's so many modes and all that stuff, you know? Right into the blocks, she does. I hope I answered your question on Bastion. Sorry, I know I was trying to concentrate on quite a few different things, so I dropped it a few times. Like, if you're going to use Bastion in War or BGs and try to compete at a high level, yeah, he should be awakened. And a lot of, like, questing and stuff, no, you've still got, like, really good damage, or a decent damage. You've got a great pursuit, particularly against mutants and that sort of thing. You was fighting against an R5 Ascended Hydra with an unoptimal counter, and they're fighting Rayquan with a new champion, Deadpool, and lost. Yeah, you gotta. I think want to keep in mind is, like, in general at this stage of Battlegrounds, as far as this late in the season, most of the people I'm fighting probably are nowhere near as experienced with the game as I am, and there's just like all these little nuances of, or little nuggets of knowledge and whatever, and like, I don't know. Like, that's really impressive to me. The fact that they took out that Heimdall, that's really nice fight, Thank you for the follow over here. I see all this stuff coming in on Twitch. Appreciate it. Let's see something. Damn. Okay, I was hoping they would use their bullseye. Although I do think that might go a little sideways for them. Anyway, should we Luke this, or should we... Let's purge it. Luke was like one of my OG serpent counters when it was 6-star serpents we were fighting. But then a serpent became a 7-star. It didn't work nearly as well. Serpent was trying to be a jerk there. Can you imagine that? Serpent. Throw it, dude. Stop walking forward and throw your gosh. I hate you, man. Why are you like this? No one is more deserving of the "why are you the way you are" than Serpent is in this game. Look what you made me do, Serpent. Now I'm using strikers and I don't want to. You're just walking forward. Walking, walking, walking. Walking lights. This is a textbook example of like why Kabam needs to fix their AI. They could just show this fight right here. Or Purgatory. It's not her fault. You should be able to get to GC when pushing for Stellar Blade on the account. Bear in mind, much more players. Yeah, that's my concern. And that's my concern. And last season, I did like kind of I thought about trying to get to GC. The accounts were way too big. Like there was rank 4s and all that stuff. So I'm a little hesitant, a little concerned on whether that is possible, man. I think we lose. I think we lose, unfortunately. See, Gary knows what he's doing. Yeah, nice job, Gary. I was trying to bait out that bullseye earlier and on this. You lose. Good day, sir. That's right, Hayden. I think Gary knew what he was doing there, man, and then he overthought it. Unfortunately, I was trying to bait out his bullseye. It's a hell of a fight from Bullseye against Luke Cage, who's bleed immune. Oh, but wait, Bullseye has like extra damage, right? Again, if the champion's bleed immune, or does he? I have not been watching any BG streams or anything like that this season. Was Bullseye pulling off fights like that? This one feels a little odd to me too, not gonna lie. The screen's gone. Oh, okay, thanks. My screen's literally gone. Let's see where we are in the victory track here. Yeah, the fights fell off. Yeah, okay. This is all the extra AQ stuff. I'm like, I just keep getting this. I don't know what it's for, why I'm getting it. I have no idea what's going on there. I don't know if is that supposed to continue? Like, what is that? Why is that happening? But if you truly know, I would love to know. I just have no clue. All right, let's see where we're at on this. We're in platinum, so we're still really far down, aren't we? Dude, it's so annoying that you can't see how many shards you have. I'm wondering if this is the smart play. Because if I make it to the Gladiator circuit, don't I start in a different position the following season? And so it means less time trying to get to the Gladiator circuit again. Where am I right now? And this is giving me shards and Essentia. See, this is why I'm trying not to judge the Essentia store too harshly yet. Is because I think we're still just letting it unfold. Like, there's still just so much we don't know. And where are we on this? Still far away. I'll do one more. That's what I'm wondering, Eel. Yeah, and Crispy Cotto, thanks. Is like if I push now, I just shoot. I mean it. I'm a little thrown off because just my plan isn't. I don't think my plan's going to go as hoped. In a perfect world, I finished 9-3 today, and there's no way I'm going to be able to do that streaming. And then we could have jumped into 9-4, but I don't think that accounts 9-4 already. It's okay. We'll adjust. You started Diamond, you finished in GC? Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's true. Okay, thanks, K962. Thanks, guys. It's the changes to the weekly event. So that's a weekly event now. I feel like I'm getting so many AQ potions. I'm like, I'm not even doing it. I'm not like upset about it. I just don't understand what's happening. What's the roadblock? It's funny because I think Joel was over here. Joel Gaming was saying that, like, there was some ways around it. The roadblock is this account, I think. Nice timing on the roadblock question, by the way, Hayden. Yeah, there's no way we're beating this. No, their account falls quick. All right, let's see what happens. That's got to go. That's got to go. And that? No, they're photon. Let's see what happens, man. Vega, I'm sure you're asking me to ask them those random questions. Nah, man, I love them. But if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Pizza. And I'm interpreting that as if I had to only eat one food, not if I could. Because if I could, I wouldn't choose to do that. But yeah, if I was picking one food for the rest of my life, like if I had to, it'd be pizza. I love pizza. Pizza's delicious, man. And you can make it in so many different ways, right? Like if you just want like a pepperoni pizza, you can do it. But like if you want like a vegetable pizza, dude, you can do that. Try to make it a little healthy. I even have had some like I've had cheeseless pizzas. They're delicious. I've had vegan pizzas. They're not bad. I love pizza, man. I'm a big pizza fan. It's like you could throw sandwiches in the same category because it's pretty much still the same thing. It's like good bread with like cool ass stuff in it. What am I doing? Pay attention. Pay attention. Why are you the way you are, Vega? Very versatile indeed. Yep. And delicious. Rogue short. Rogue shout, but dried mango, and I think is a good option. What? Monster Monsoon, what? Is that a riddle? Are you Rumpelstiltskin? What is happening? Why? Who are you? How'd you get here? I think Mr. Sinister. I think we sinister this. Oh, burritos. But again, similar concept, right? It's like a delicious like wheat sort of thing, a bread sort of material, and then you just fill it with whatever's good, man. You know? Have you guys had pupusas? Did anyone here have pupusas? You know what I'm talking about? Curious. He's speaking code. I love it. Nah. I mean, if I had to have one of any food from you, dried mango. Oh, dried mango is good. I hear that. I am a big dried mango fan. Except a lot of places like they like sweeten it too much. I'm like, it's already a fruit, man. It doesn't need more sugar on it. Like, what are you doing? It'd be like, you know, they're like, here, you want some cotton candy? Yeah, I love cotton candy. How about I throw a bunch of sugar on it? Why? It's already sugar. That feels incredibly unnecessary. What's up, Chrissy Kato? Vega, out of R4P or Kushala, who helped me the most for 9.3? I don't know. I just started struggling there. I'm really sorry. I would imagine Kushala. She seems better suited towards a lot of questing and things like that. He's great, though. He's just so new, you know. I don't think you're going to regret either of them. Gene, you are the epitome of my whole love-hate with this game. And reverse controls. This was a winnable matchup, too. And here I am. Floundering. Flounder. Oh, that matchup could have gone so well, but we floundered it. Said my name? Papush? What's up, Papush? No, Papusas. Anyone know? Anyone? Sinister, baby. Wait, what? How does that, what happened there? Well, what went? They must have, probably similar to me, they just made a mistake and took a ton of punishment. Because they had Papusas. Yeah, Crispy Cotta knows what I mean. Papusas, I love them. Yeah, delicious, man. I like I can't think of the what it's actually called, but where like the beans, the cheese, and the pork are in there, and then you throw the cortito on top. Oh my god. Why are you guys making me hungry, dude? Who do we blame for this? It's you, dyslexic Asian. Don't you know it's lunchtime? Now I'm just gonna go upstairs and eat a sandwich, I think. Luke, let's Luke this, man. Rupture's backfire to Sinister SP1. Oh yeah, that sucked. And she's not a robot, is she? Yeah, good call, Cyber. Revuelta, thank you. When I was in El Salvador last Christmas, dude, we had some of the best pupusas. You know, because most of my experience with them is here in California, and there's good ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. In fact, I have my favorite shops here, but oh man, they are good. Throw it, Serpent. Make up for your horribleness last fight. Come on, dude. Oh my god, dude. Now we gotta go get the heal. Now he's gonna go passive. Yay! Pretend to throw it. Oh, at least he didn't walk up. That's cool. I appreciate him not walk up lighting me. You save that for later. Come on, dude. Dude, and I've got 2 of these Furies on me. Unbelievable. Why? Why? You'd like to try to snipe me? I would like you to try to snipe me too. I bet you can't do it. Keep it as servant. Asked my wife to shoot pupusas and she gave me a dirty look. Oh. You might not want to ask that question again. At least wait 24 hours. They are delicious, though. If you ever see them, it's a food from El Salvador. Some places do really bad ones, though, so watch out for that. I feel like we've got problems. Let's place this down. Yeah. My inability to play Cassandra's about to show. Does she? It's her. She's got the same thing as Professor X, right? So her first medium, I think, makes contact, but that's it, if I recall correctly. Let's see. Hopefully the heavy doesn't make contact. This designer knows what he's doing, so I would think it doesn't. Is that better? The advice you guys gave me made it way better. Ah, we still lose. Nice matchup, Coachelli. I don't have the cap salute, unfortunately, but that felt way better. Tears of Joy now. I think that's what we were shooting for, man. Solid fight. Okay, much better. We were punching up a rank. And that my Cassandra's only Sig 20. But that felt better. Like, it made sense. Thanks for explaining it to me. Like, it made playing her make more sense, too. I'm not sure how else to play that. What's up, Night Zapper? How you doing, man? Can't loot tank Serpent's SP1 beam damage, and so would save a lot of block damage. Yeah, no. So the way ideally you want to play super aggressive in that fight with Luke and utilize the indestructible. I wouldn't necessarily tank the SB1 on purpose, but I would, if I was thinking and everything, I would go for more intercepts and stuff like that. That was a rank 4 Serpent, though, I think, against the rank 3 Luke. Once they're on the same star level, too, the matchup does seem to suffer quite a bit. I mean, I had 2 of the Furies, and I couldn't credit him to save our life. So, solid fight. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Another trick with her I like to do is hold block and hold heavy at the same time. Then when they dash back, you let go. I'll have to think about that a little more because it's not making time. It's not connecting. What ethnicity is Vega? I am, let's see, ethnicity. I am ethnicity. I am half Italian. Is that an ethnicity though? I'm not sure it is. And which are truly ethnicity. And then half Mexican. The Mexican side is broken up into like Southern Western European, so like Spanish, Portugal, France, those areas, and then indigenous as well. Indigenous Americans, very much Mexican, right? Like very much a combination of all that. And then I'm American. Like my family's been in America for a while now and was born and raised here in the United States of America. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, dude. So I'm not done a ton of travel. Like I'm not one of those like folks who's been like everywhere. I haven't, but I've traveled a fair amount, and a lot of places I go, people don't think I'm from there because they can tell by dress or the language, right? I don't speak the language well or stuff, or they hear me speaking English and stuff. But they're often very like, where are you from, man? Like, it's been a common question since I was a little kid. Very like, where are you? I'm relatively tall. I'm not like a giant, but I used to be just a little over 6 feet tall. So I think that even that was a little like, something's not adding. I don't know where, but that's not uncommon in like in California, particularly like coastal California. There's just so many different ethnicities, so many different people who like immigrated to the United States over the last 200 years, 300 years. And so there's a lot of folks that they just don't fit the stereotypes. Like, and I don't mean stereotype in a negative way. They just don't fit what you think of when you think of a country. Like when I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles, and there's quite a few like people from the Middle East in that area, just like the broader Middle Eastern area, the Mediterranean stuff. And most people thought I was from somewhere there. They just couldn't figure it out. Stuff. What's your relation to El Salvador? Yeah, my wife. Some of her family is from El Salvador. Yeah, some of her family is from El Salvador, which I know is like a whole very complex thing. And so I don't think we have time to get into the complexity of El Salvador's socio-political stuff going on in the last few years. But yeah, she had actually never been. And her dad had only been back, I think, like once or twice since he left a very, very long time ago. And so it felt safe to go back. And so we did, but then kind of became aware of a lot of things going on there. So, and like I said, that's a very big, deep conversation. So I don't think we have the ability to handle it respectfully in the time we're here on this stream. From the IE Inland Empire? No. Well, I mean, I'm not from the Inland Empire, but obviously I spent a lot of time in the general area, or I know it. I think that's probably the better way to say it. Hey, what's up, Asama? How you doing, man? I think you should tell the chat again how you met, you and your wife met. It was a really nice story from when you told us last time. Oh, got it. Uh, yeah. I don't know if I have the. I should probably actually go. I didn't even intend to really start another match, but here we are. Now let's keep bringing in Cassandra, man. The point of the story, just like saying I should tell, is that I was very comfortable talking to women. Like I don't know, whatever. We don't have the time to get into the whys Um, dude, let's just go all mutants. Let's just do it. Let's go crazy. And yet for some reason, dude, like the first time I saw my wife, man, it was like out of a movie. I was just like, holy crap. And it was just like all I could stomach just to like get close to her. And we were in these like big group conversations. I'm like, I'm just acting like a total weirdo, dude. What is wrong with me? And luckily one of my boys, like one of the guys I met in my first year of college, were still like amazing friends. Like Ketubah, I think the term is Ketubah. He's of the Jewish faith. And like I actually asked me to sign that for him at his wedding, which was a massive honor. And so he was there. And you know, he's a talkative guy, good person, great personality, he's funny and stuff like that. And he's like, he's like, I don't know if I've ever seen you like this. I was like, I know. I don't know what the F is going on, man. He's like, do you want me to talk to her? I was like, yes, please. And so and then that lady and I ended up getting married a few years later. So yeah. Yeah. All right. Poor little Purgatory, man. She's like, why do you keep throwing me up against these rank 4 serpents, man? I thought you liked me. Ay, ay, ay. All right, here we go. Come on. Shoot, I wasn't paying enough attention to my own charges. I can't blame this on Serpent. Not yet, but I'll find a way later. I did not think we were going to land that intercept, so that's why I threw the striker. Should we just... Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's go. She's going to do it. She did it! Nice job, Purgatory. Hey, and we won, too. Nice. You love it when you when things go your way, right? He's willingly picking Cassandra. What a time to be alive. Well, I kind of have a semblance of a plan on how to use her now, man. Dracula. Let's try this. Is that gonna work? Okay. I apologize. Cyber, you might want to not watch for a few minutes, okay? If you hear screaming, just stay there. Don't come out of the room, okay, man? I see the questions now. Sorry, guys. Shoot, that's right. She doesn't have the Neuros on. I knew I was going to mess that up, too. Yeah, we should just... Yeah, okay. All right, we're done. What's your faith? I was born and raised Catholic. Went to a Catholic high school, and here's something really interesting. Oh my God, I should. Why did I do? I should have just finished the fight. I thought for sure they're gonna do it. It happens, Grant. It happens. And in high school, I don't know, just a lot of stuff. I wasn't feeling it with like much organized religion. So oh, shoot, I thought they were putting down first. I think we're done. Yeah. Um, no problems. The thought that counts. I believe it. Or I mean, the only way to get better is to try stuff and then learn, right? Like we were talking about. I now need parries to land. So yeah, I'm sure that will happen. Oh, what is this luck? Need one more parry to land. One more. Just give me one. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe one more. If she got in the sun, she could be a real problem. This is fun, dude. All right. I'm gonna answer a couple of those questions and then we'll be signing off, man. What's your favorite? Okay, so the Catholicism thing, and then again, this is like a very sensitive topic that we just don't have time to fully flesh out. I more or less left organized religion. There is a church here in San Francisco that's, I believe, would fall under the category of Christian. I have attended it a couple times. I think I threw a photo up on Instagram once of like attending an Easter mass, but it is incredibly inclusive of a lot of different things. And I will say, the more I've learned about a variety of religions, the more intrigued and interested in them I become. Particularly when we were in like Japan, learning more about, I believe it was Shinto and also Buddhism. There's just a lot that felt so. Yeah, sorry to give kind of a bit of a cop out answer, but it is real actually. Experiencing different cultures is one of the best things about being alive, in my opinion, especially in the age of global travel and communications. Yeah, yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I just know that I think I'm very fortunate to have been able to do this, to travel a lot of different places. I've been able to travel to, and I definitely don't take it for granted. And like, yeah, when I'm there, I often try to experience the culture as much as I can, even though I am obviously a tourist. But those have been a lot of my favorite vacations, when we're able to stay somewhere, stay there for a while, um, and like try to like. Well, obviously it's not the same as living there, but you know, talk to people, hear what they're doing, like try to attend things that are like what people like are really doing, or like the history of islands and things like that. Like we're in Hawaii. I did really want to go to a luau, and I was very concerned. I was like, is this basically like a Disneyland defied thing? And I mean, I'm sure it was still on some level, but it did feel like the people were incredibly proud of what they were putting on. We learned a lot about like the history of Hawaii, and all of the areas that like people had sailed there from, like the different places around the world that made up the Hawaiian Islands and the culture and stuff. So yeah, there's a small example I think we're talking about. Hilgendorf, recommended the workday. Time for me to run. Have a great one, Hilgendorf. Thanks for being here, bud. So you're kind of like agnostic. Well, doesn't agnostic mean like they don't believe in a higher power? If I'm understanding that, because I'm not that. I do definitely believe that there's something. Yeah, and I definitely don't deny. I think any of the like main religions too. So yeah. Can we bald shame her? As someone who has like a full head of hair that people are always very surprised by, I'm very cognizant of the fact that I probably should not be bald shaming people because it is not my intention to be bragging about that. Remember the bragging camp we were talking about earlier? We never bring up full heads of hair. Um, hey, what's up, Bog? Wow, I didn't realize that I was fighting you and that was me, dude. Hell of a fight. That was really really close. Shinmi, thank you so much, dude. Thanks for being here. That was cool. Remember? Oh, dude, that's right. Just again. It's actually written down on. You guys can't see it, but like my little post-it tab. Very interesting. Yeah. Agnostic refers to the belief that the existence of God or then is unknown and inherently unknowable. So no, so then I would not consider myself agnostic, because I I don't know. Again, this feels like because I do know I have like family members, I have friends, I have different people I interact with who feel very strongly about religion. So I know how important it is, and I don't want to come across as insensitive or insulting to anyone because that's not my intention at all, at all, at all, at all. In fact, I'm actually very respectful of most, no, of like pretty much all religions. Yeah. I assume that was atheism. So that's what's hard, right? Is we start using these terms and like there are exact definitions, but it's kind of like not to make this too flippant, but it's like, does so and so need to be awakened? And it's like, well, a lot of times the answers become yes, because what we're really saying is in battlegrounds to get a fast score, they will need to be awakened. In a lot of places in the game, they don't. It's not the exact thing, but it's a similar concept of like we say something and then it just kind of goes through while there is actual exact definitions, right? So I'm not sure that held up perfectly, but I think you guys get my point. Let's see. We do have some people watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I know a lot of folks have gotten their drops by now. And I appreciate you guys hanging out and all that, but let's still go ahead and see and send you to someone. I mean, there's actually quite a few people streaming right now. KT1 is going, of course. Misty K looking for the CCP dropped. Lord Shadow and Anayan are all going. We're going to go ahead and raid Anayan. I do need to get to lunch and then get to some work and stuff like that. There's a small chance you guys see me this afternoon for one of those runs we were talking about, but I honestly don't think that will happen. We'll be back sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure yet if we're doing 9.4, Villains Run, or just continuing on Vega Prime. It's my main account. I enjoy playing it, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. Take care, everybody. I'll catch y'all very, very soon. Oh, and massive thank you to everyone. We got a lot of Twitch subs today. And of course, Fusky, dropping 4 of them. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.